Larry dipped out.
I don't know. He's probably trying to fix his computer or some shit. He probably in the waiting room. I don't know. It's Harlan, you there? I don't know what the hell going on right now. Oh no. Okay, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I started it because Larry popped in, but then he left. So I don't know what he's doing.
All right.
We got anybody here yet or no? All right.
Just us four.
You're trying to do a golf podcast?
There's already one on the network, bro.
There is?
Yeah, par 4.
Richie and the boys.
It's Richie and what's the dude from Storm Surge? What's his name? Carp.
When did that one start?
They go every Tuesday, maybe? Somewhere around there. But yeah, there's already one on the network.
How about a lacrosse podcast?
Lacrosse? Fuck
yeah,
lacrosse.
The PLL is coming up this summer. If you have not watched the PLL, it's a new lacrosse league. It's a pretty good, interesting league to watch. I'll watch it if you watch lacrosse.
Baseball players and lacrosse players don't like each other, bro.
I don't know. I'm cool with one of them.
All right, what's the beef with that? Educate me.
Because all the lacrosse players are just baseball players that didn't make the team.
Yeah, if you're not good at baseball, you might as well go play lacrosse.
So the lacrosse players think they're cool because they got cut from the baseball team and went and found another sport. But, you know, that's a common thing, too. When I was in high school, baseball players did not like lacrosse. When I got to Valdosta State, baseball players did not like the lacrosse players. It's just like
we didn't have a lacrosse team on my
That's a weird lacrosse guys.
That's a weird beef, man.
Right.
We said the guys that didn't make the baseball team just went to play lacrosse.
We didn't have lacrosse at my public high school.
The guys that didn't make the baseball team just played travel where I was at.
Or you played football. If you didn't make baseball, you just go play football or basketball.
No, basketball roster was too tight for the shenanigans.
He definitely wasn't just playing basketball.
That shit, they had no room for bullshit.
Right.
That's the reason I didn't make the basketball team because, like, bro, you playing 2 sports, you ain't good enough to be fucking missing half the season and shit. We get somebody else to do that shit.
I miss them days though, man. Go from damn football to basketball to track, no damn time off, and then back to football for spring.
I cut that shit out my senior year. I was trying to get bitches. Like in my last go around, anybody gave me no basketball scholarship. Fuck all that.
Right.
Larry, what is up, bro?
Shit, man.
Tired? You look tired.
Yes, sir. Fresh off the plantation, baby.
I hear you.
Traffic, computer tripping, all the above.
Hey, you ain't the only one late, bro. Everybody late. We ain't tripping on it.
Must be the universe.
Yeah, it's the universe, bro. With Hugh and Trav.
So, y'all see my little pander pin?
Pander
popping
pin.
up. Yeah, see on the side of the hat. Where is that? This side, yeah.
Can't see that bitch, bro.
Can't see it. It's a Ralph Lauren Black Lives Matter pin. I was like, oh, that was smart, man. Y'all know y'all base. We ain't never gonna leave Ralph.
Nah, Ralph got
the Negroes what they want.
Man.
Yeah, we gonna stay down with Ralph, bro.
I've been fucking with Ralph, nigga. I got pictures of Ralph when I was like 1. Still got Ralph, man. Nobody, man. Ralph solid shit, man.
Solid in these streets. Don't switch up too much. Don't try to
Yeah.
get when he get out of pocket every once in a while. You know, with the big horse and all. but he get back to his roots.
I think when the horses got too big, that wasn't really Raph.
Yeah, that's
That
what I'm
was
saying. Yeah,
Fritz.
when it was that big goofy horse. I was like,
And also some other guys.
yeah, that was somebody's like, no, we got to hit him with this. Ralph was like, I don't know, bro. Go ahead. The street.
One of the Raph would run into like the USPA people, like in the business room, like, what the fuck y'all boys be got going on, man? Y'all be biting my shit, man.
USPA, bro.
Hey,
USPA, they get clowned for days, boy.
How you live, baby?
Well, I lost a friend over USPA, bro. I joked on him so bad at the baby shower, got me out of there.
Yeah,
now, Raph got
Baby
relax.
shower
That
he
was
was
crazy.
wearing it. He was out of pocket. Deserved all that.
That shit was $14. It should have been free because I'm black. I just thought about that. But yeah.
Oh no, Rocco touched them pockets.
It was like, what they called it? Something like solidarity or something like that. I was like, should I or shouldn't I?
I like it.
I went with should. I should.
Boy,
Oh,
that
man, we
Raph
still waiting
got it.
on my man.
No, we can roll
Any
from the
words?
intro. No, we should roll from the intro. I prefer to do the intro first anyway, but if he would have showed up here on time, then cool. Then that's what it is. But him or Trav ain't here, so we probably can get through the intro and then they'll pull up. But
Yeah, we can lock it in.
The house $5 million for the BLM, or you know about that kind of shit, huh, Harlan? Well, Ralph Lauren ain't got nothing to do with that. They ain't got my money, so it don't matter to me.
they ain't got a quarter of my shit, boy.
No, sir.
Oh, no.
I know the game.
I'm gonna say the saying though. That's about it. I agree with the saying 100%.
the saying all day.
Yeah. That shit for real. But
You know why I ain't no pastor, bro? Because I don't want to hustle the people. I can do that. It's the same thing, like, bro, y'all hustling the people, man. I don't want to do that to the people, man. I don't want the people to ever look at me in that light.
I don't think all of them hustling the people. Some of them.
You know which ones I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Sitting up in the content house. Content? We ain't asked y'all to make no videos. Go help these people whose families been killed, whose loved ones been killed. I ain't seen you no money so you can make videos and TikToks. But that's a whole nother show.
It's the show before the show.
Yeah,
Y'all ready?
man.
I gotta use a regular joint. That joint there got too much sauce on it. Can't start with that
Oh,
one.
that's too much sauce.
Yeah. I don't get lost in the sauce on the show.
Sheesh.
All right, let's roll, man. That's a legendary line.
Legendary quote by a legendary guy.
Absolutely.
What you on the ride for, man? You ain't no Gucci guy? That's disrespectful, bro. Come on now.
I'm Jeezy, cuz.
I'm Jeezy too, man. But you gotta get respect when it's due, though.
I'll be honest with you. I would never hate Gucci just like on that beef shit. I just didn't care for his music like that. I just never have.
Yeah,
It's mostly because he just sounded like he always got a sinus infection.
yeah.
I just couldn't get past like how Gucci get the buddy, the top. I'm like, hey man, somebody get this guy Claritin, bro.
Great expression, man.
Hey man, that's part of the intro right there, man.
Yeah, for sure. Keep that in there.
Yeah, we gotta leave that in.
Let's go.
It's the roll up. It's the vibes. Another beautiful day in the Sunshine State. Kicking it with my guys, Larry and CJ. What it do?
Cooling, man. Did the dash to get to the crib. Got stuck up in a little traffic, but we here. Georgia is, we starting to get into our summer bag a little bit. Starting to warm up out there. We getting that rain all day, every day. I'm like, yep, here we go. My least favorite time of the year. Hot, nasty. Yeah.
You got the big boy towel ready?
Man, it's funny. I heard you say that on the other show, right? I said, ooh, I do need to order some towels. I'm on Amazon right then. Buy me some towels.
Get your big man towel ready, baby. Big man towel season is on the horizon.
See, I'm on the opposite end of that though, man. When it comes to the rain and stuff like that, man, I welcome that shit because I got the damn grass and jumping. I want that water for my grass to be full and green. I done became that type of watch guy too. I care about their grass and shit.
Talking about their grass,
right? Well, shit crazy. I ain't really care about it until I actually, got the damn house and had a damn yard.
Y'all get season changes, so it's a little different than up in the panhandle than us. So like, grass stay green. Grass stay green a long ass time.
We have them summer droughts in the summer, man. Like it get hot as hell in Tallahassee, and when we don't get any rain, that shit start to dry up a little bit and lose its color.
Yeah.
It was like 3 weeks without any rain. I was like, man, we need some damn rain. And sure enough, a couple of days it came through.
That's that wise boy. I had homeboys of mine walking into work comparing pictures of each other's lawn. Boy, look here. You ain't doing nothing like this here, boy. I said, man, I don't ever want to be that wise, man. I don't want to show people my lawn, man.
Right. And use that as a damn bragging tool.
I don't want to do that, man. Anything.
You gotta be passionate about something, man. The older you get, man, you just start loving everything. Dog.
Right, the little shit, right?
Yeah, grass, rain, like, shit, sitting on the porch, simple things you didn't care about when you was a kid and shit.
Right.
But see, I grew up with some of that old man vibes because, like, my pops wasn't around like that. So I was with my granddad a lot. So I was definitely the old man on the porch. I used to be drinking coffee since I was like 6. Sitting on the porch. Yeah, man, sitting on the porch with my granddad.
All right, bro, that's a problem, right? You might
know how he would do it. He would give me like,
you might be liable to some compensation.
For sure, man.
Nah, he would give me the bottom of his so it'd be like cooled off. And he used to make it sweet. So yeah, I used to be sitting on the porch with my granddad, man, sitting out in the rain. He had that tin roof. So you hit the water hitting all that. Yeah, that was definitely part of my upbringing.
How y'all boys feeling, man? Mother's Day weekend on the horizon. We fresh off of the draft weekend. We'll get into some draft talk later.
And let's not.
Yeah, don't draft talk.
Yeah, we're a college show.
I was not expecting that though, man. That lady. Then the guy that did get picked, I wasn't. Nah. Shit's crazy. Yeah. But that's the thing about the draft, though, man.
Hey, Mother's Day, bro.
Yeah, right.
We're gonna talk about the draft. We'll get to.
We got time for the draft.
Oh no, we're gonna find time to talk. We gotta talk. I got some. I gotta give my guy some love. But speaking of love, Mother's Day is on the horizon. Y'all boys got some plans this Sunday? What y'all got, man? And when did y'all realize it was Mother's Day? When I put it on the docket?
Shit, right, exactly.
Today. It was before the docket. Because they were saying at the job we wasn't gonna work no overtime Saturday, and I was like, "Why?" It was like Mother's Day. I said, "Mother's Day? What that got to do with?" I was like, "Wait, Mother's Day this Sunday?" Oh man, the rich do. She's talking about Mother's Day. She'll understand, but yeah, I got to figure something out. My mom, she's not gonna want to do like to go out to eat and all that type of stuff. She's actually real simple when it comes to that. I can win major points with my mom just by picking out a good card. And I do take the time to pick out cards. I'm one of them people. Like, I don't just go grab one and then slide up out of there. I read them. I may go through 25, 30 cards before I find the one I want.
Right.
So it'll be simple enough. She ain't, I mean, she's not looking for extravagance. So that's dope. I may get her like a couple of new plants. She enjoyed getting out in her garden and stuff like that. So I may go out there and throw a couple of plants in the ground for her and give her a nice little card, and I should be good to go. She ain't gonna want to go out to eat.
Get her a pre-roll, man. That'd be a nice plant to get her. Get her some marijuana.
I know some people that might have some for her.
I'm taking my mom some marijuana for sure, man. I'm gonna take her some gummies. I'm gonna go to Truly, get a nice little. I'm gonna make her a basket, man. Put her.
My mama too safe.
No, my mom's super safe, but she deal with fibromyalgia, and deal with chronic pain. So I'm gonna do something special for her, man. I'm excited for Mother's Day, man. It's a lot of love, man. I'm happy to give, or ready to give all the mothers in my life some energy this weekend, man. And I found out when I was putting the docket together my damn self, like, oh shit, what holidays coming up? All right, damn, I think Mother's Day is this month. It's May. Oh shit, it's Sunday. I had some other plans Sunday too before that, but what you got on the horizon? What you got on the docket, CJ?
Yeah, I realized it was Mother's Day last week for me, but it was in my mind that I forgot to kind of address gifts and try to get that shit out of the way or whatever. So the docket made me remember that and reach out like, hey, what do you want for Mother's Day? But my mom's like Larion's mom. She's simple. She doesn't like too much of the crazy stuff, man. It's either dealer's gift card, something like that. So she said she wanted a gift card to the massage parlor. So that was real easy. Going to knock that out and probably take it to breakfast that morning. Real easy for the moms. And for the wife and kids, they probably just take them to Destin for the day on Sunday. Go hang out. Might get a room at Destin, just hang out, man. That's I'm going to talk about that real quick as far as like Florida gyms and stuff like that. Everybody want to go down south for beaches or maybe to like Clearwater area for beaches like that. I'm telling you, man. Well, no, I ain't gonna give my secret shit.
Yeah, I'm about to say, don't give them the sauce. They're gonna be at your beach.
Right. And that shit low key too.
Tell me.
nice
behind the scenes.
I'll let y'all boys offline, man. Y'all want
Yeah,
some
nice
nice little
beach.
getaway in the
Put it in the
Panhandle
private
of Florida. The
I used to
private
live
chat,
down
yeah.
there. Yeah, I used to live in Pensacola, so I already.
Oh, you know exactly about the Panhandle beaches, man. Yeah.
I lived in Pensacola like 3 years.
There's some
I
gems
went
out
to
there,
war with a
man.
whole lot of a whole lot of Seminoles down there. A couple of Gators too.
I love the ocean, bro. I be at that joint, man. 4-5 days a week, man. Just
I see it on the story, man.
Yeah, I be vibing out there, bro. So you got some beach gems, dog. Next time I'm out there, I go ahead and slide through there a little. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Vibe a
hell
little
yeah,
bit.
dog. Beautiful damn water. I'm talking about the water look like you in the Bahamas and shit. No lie.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful
Destin
water.
look like that too, man. Destin beautiful. There's some beautiful spots in the Panhandle for sure.
Oh yeah, most definitely. But so that's just for the weekend. Hang out and just kick it with the family. For the most part, man, that's what it's all about, though, man. Showing those mothers, give them the love they deserve, man. Because mothers are real life superheroes for sure. So,
Man, mom's the shit, man. Father's Day is on the horizon, but mom's is the shit. Give me your favorite mom song. CJ, you got married, so give me your what song you use for your mom as a wedding.
So, man, it's a crazy damn story, right? So I was thinking about using the Boys and Men, Soul Food. That was my shit or whatever. She was like, nah, I want to use a Whitney Houston song called I Look to You or whatever.
My mom tried to do the same, just jack my song. Like, let me pick the song. Please.
Right. But she was like, I was saying the same damn thing, but she's like, son, let me have this one damn moment, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Right.
All right, cool. This your damn moment right here. Pick the song, whatever. So the song is I Look to You or whatnot. And it's Whitney Houston basically talking about how she look up to somebody and this, that, and the other. And what my mom told me, man, that shit broke me down, man. No lie, because she told me like the reason she picked that damn song is because she looked at me or whatever. Like she looked at me for a lot of stuff. She looked up to me, so to speak, as like, not necessarily like a role model, but she looked at me in a lot of situations because mom and my dad broke up when I was 5 years old or whatever. She basically been single. She had some ins and outs throughout then, but for the majority part, she been single her whole life. And it's been me, her, and my brothers or whatever. But she literally told me, man, like I looked at you in a lot of situations, man, like how you grew up and how you handle yourself and how you handle your family, your kids. I looked to you, man. That shit broke me down, bro. No lie.
You trying to get my first tears of joy, man?
Yeah,
I see what you're doing, man. Go on ahead with that.
But nah, it's just crazy to mention that shit.
I'm a gangster.
In regards to the wedding song, but dog, when she told me that shit, man, all the waterworks to start flowing, bro. I couldn't control that. She was a rap after that. Yeah, shout out to my mom though, man. Once she told me that, man, it really put a lot of shit in perspective for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man. I had the same dilemma before my wedding. My mom was trying to choose a song, and she had like 2 or 3 that she was trying to go with, and I just play. I like, let me play one for you. She ain't big on reggae and that stuff, but I played Sizzler, Thank You Mama, and she broke down. We had a moment, and it meant something for her. Then she threw her song to the side, because of what the song meant for her hearing it. You know what I'm saying? That was the song I chose. So yeah, we had a moment with that as well, man. Outside of Dear Mama, you can't use Dear Mama, Larry. Give me something, man. Give me a mama song.
Shit, well, you just took mine. I'll tell you one.
Telegraphed it, boy. I seen it, man. I said he about
I already. I used to write that song like I did Stick Money in the Mailbox.
Yeah, but I felt bad when he said crack fiend, mom. I'm like, all right, my mom went on crack, so I don't.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the spirit of the song.
Yeah, I was just fucking with
my mom just liked a little bit of crack. She wasn't like a fiend. She dabbled in crack.
Watch out, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I tell you what. I don't know if it's a mama song, but it kind of is. Oh, okay. What would you call a mama song? So let me make sure I get the right answer. Like what? Something praising?
No, it could be the right love song. It depends on how it's written. As long as nobody's not sleeping in the bed, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Me and Mrs. Jones. Oh, my mama was Mrs. Jones. I don't know, man. Dear Mama's the one that stuck out to me.
Who else got? Anthony
song.
Hamilton got like a mama song, right? I think that's the one my brother used. Who was it? Anthony Hamilton?
There's a song by.
And y'all heard that song? Y'all heard that song with Drake? You in the Six?
Yeah. Drake got a couple of them.
Man, that's a dope ass song. You in the Six about talking,
having
conversations with mama.
Yeah, and he got Sandra
Yeah.
Rose as well, which is also was fire. Man, Drake got some joints to his mom. He be having some fire conversations with his moms.
Yeah.
Shit be
It be lit, man. Hella content.
yeah, make you want to go talk to your mama, man. Like, I gotta talk to my mama more. Man.
Let me call my mama right now. Tell her how I
Right.
feel.
So,
Yeah. It default would be Dear Mama, but Lupe got a song called He Say She Say, or He Said She Said. I can't remember. It's one of the two. And it's kind of told, it's a weird song because it's like told from the perspective of a mother, and then he raps the same exact verse pretty much from the perspective of the son. And they both talking to an absentee father in that song. That song right there, that's the only song that I can think of. Well, that and Hellraiser, I would like, that literally bring tears out of me because it just made me reflect on how like me and my mom came up. You know, my dad was dealing with his struggles, and that song, yeah, it just gets it to, you know, like, you know, we doing our best over here, but man, we sure could use a little help if you'll lend a hand. And it just made me think about all those times I used to sit there with my mom and hold her when she was crying and upset about things. And so yeah, that one, that was real emotional for me. This is a dope song. Y'all check that out sometime. It's off his first album, Food and Liquor.
Moms of the GOAT, man.
Oh yeah,
Moms of the GOAT. Shout
love
out
you,
to
Trisha Ann. She listens sometimes.
my mom.
I was kidding about the
My
crack.
mom don't listen to the shows.
She don't listen to all of them, but she actually does sit down and listen to the roll up sometimes.
Nah, my mom really super saved. She don't be want to hear me cursing and all that type of stuff, so she ain't finna tune in to the.
She don't
You
want
need
to
to get rid of that N word.
I put it this way.
She support though. She fucks with it, but she don't listen. She don't know.
I
She
put
don't
it
know
this
what's going
way.
on.
My mom, she definitely would be a saved person lobbying for marijuana. Just got to get the public perception.
It's just medicine.
That's it. Yeah, she just got to get the rest of the
I mean,
congregation.
even if you're saved, you can't be ignorant at this point, right? Like,
Right.
if you're reading all them scriptures, at some point you got to gain some wisdom to know that it's just medicine.
Every other medicine comes from a plant. They just
Right.
grind it up and mix it with this, that, and the other. And it's still a chemical extract that they pull from it. And just make it a pill.
Right.
You will take Percocet. That's heroin. Spark the leaf.
Spark the leaf, man. Shout out to the leaf. Oh yeah, I'm excited for that, man. I think I'm gonna go out to dinner. That's just my plan. We just go out to get something to eat, man. I usually don't like going out to dinner on the holiday, so I may do Saturday. I'm not sure, but yeah, just going out to eat, man. I'm interested in what you boys are gonna eat because the wives ain't cooking.
And
And
all
the wives can't cook, man. The women not cooking, so that's always a tricky holiday. The food isn't as great on Mother's Day, but the gifts are plentiful, right?
right.
Somebody. And then there's Father's Day.
What
Good
you
luck,
think y'all
fellas.
boys gonna get Papa Ruiz?
Right, Papa Ruiz.
Who's
Oh,
Ruiz?
since he daddy on the timeline. Oh, that's your daddy now?
Oh, this is daddy envy. Okay, I see what's going on.
Daddy
He
envy.
ain't got no daddy. Hey, I can relate. I've been there. I used to be mad at my homeboys. That
I
had
was say
dads.
daddy envy.
Yeah, I had a little dad envy growing up, man. You think you're better than me because your dad actually picked you up, huh? I feel you. I was actually that little kid sitting with the suitcase, bro. I was that kid. So I feel you, my man.
You was waiting at the door.
I don't know, man. What do you get the man that has everything? You know, we'll probably just like make him a handmade car, macaroni, you know, that type deal.
Yeah. Just don't sit on his lap.
Never.
Well, it's,
Never.
It's getting close to that.
There's a couple on the timeline that's ready for it.
Oh yeah, they're gonna go
Might
on
be
about that. Hey, we're a
Might be
passionate
that.
fan base. What you want me to tell you? Hey, Canes fans, apologize for nothing.
No, keep that up. I like all that, man. Grown men call another man daddy and shit. I need to see grown men do, man. I like because when this shit hit the fan, it gonna look real crazy. Like, man, first we did the Scarface. First we did the Scarface shit,
Ooh,
and then we double back and call another grown man daddy.
daddy.
Shout out to
Who's y'all?
great
father?
way to start the big three. Cleveland knows.
All right, Charles Wilson.
Personal. I got to honor that man.
Hey, I feel you.
Shout out to the great folks at Gramco. Be sure to visit thegramco.com. Use coupon code ROLLUP25 for 25% off of gummies, pre-rolls, wake and bake coffee, and we got the gummies in a few flavors: watermelon, blue raspberry, fruit punch.
That's it right now.
That's it.
Yep. For the time.
I thought we had an orange one, but that was a false. That was a false start.
Right. The orange is the fruit punch.
Yeah, the orange is the fruit punch. So that was a false start on that one, man. So be sure to visit Gramco. I'm about to pop 2. I ain't gonna go 4 in because you know what I'm saying, I got to monitor myself. We got a couple guests that's supposed to come hang out with us tonight. Hugh Hatchcock and also my man Trav, man. Travis Johnson, Florida State legend. Very candid guy. He's been on the roll up before. Everybody know who it is, what it is. We're gonna talk a little NIL this show.
I'm gonna call him Daddy Hatchcock.
Oh no. Don't
Daddy
do shit
Cock.
like that. Nah, man, he's got a job to do, bro. I ain't calling him no nicknames and shit.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I ain't calling him no pet names. I just want to see what kind of shit
y'all
he got
just
going on.
and Florida State just got like,
You claiming his wealth too?
Yeah, like
oh yeah, it's we.
Oh
We
yeah,
all
it's big weeds.
Yeah,
Oh, we
big
rich. Oh, we hella rich.
Yeah. Rich.
we
Right, the funniest shit though, bro. They was clowning FSU fans for actual boosters for putting the money together. Oh, we situation putting the money together for a damn collective. Oh, y'all doing all this for a damn collective. We already rich. We
know who we is.
he's rich. Y'all
I'm trying to
want
pull that we shit selective.
Boy,
Because when you
but
talk
no,
about
it's
Florida
just
State,
funny
you gonna
how
say
you
we.
how you gonna try to clown though? How you gonna try to clown a collective actual fans? You know what I'm saying? Putting their money together to contribute to the greater cause.
We ain't giving no money. We like shit.
Because got it right.
Papa Ruiz got it.
Right, because Daddy got it. Daddy go for the
Yeah.
bill.
He owe me shit.
he ain't got it all.
I just
He
told you
ain't
about
getting everybody.
I just told you. Well, you can't get them all. We're getting plenty of them though. I just told you I grew up without pop, so you know, like let me get my.
You gotta
gift
show
back.
me, man. I ain't seen nothing yet, so you gotta show me. It sounds good though. The money's
Hey,
been
work
spent. I see some money being spent on some players, but it ain't no shit that's really ruffling no feathers. There's some big boys out there. It's a wide receiver right now that's just hitting the market, and we all need wide receivers bad, right?
Oh,
Wide
yeah,
receivers
that's
are big demand. So you know what I'm saying. If you bought all that action, bro, there's some receivers out there and some money being slung around. If you know what I'm saying, you got a bag.
Yeah, we
We
supposed
seeing
to
who playing. Yeah, then we'll see what's up.
It
we
may not
seeing
just
who
boil
play-
down to money.
I'm talking about all our programs. Like I'm not.
No, I mean-
it's not that. I'm just, well, all of us. We're gonna see. We can see who playing in that market in that game on who gonna land these kids. We could talk about what Hatchcock got, what Ruiz got, but if he's just landing like mid-tier guys, the same guys you've already landed in the recruiting market, then what has he really done before NIL?
Yeah.
Like those are guys you already getting before NIL. So the top tier guys, the top programs are chasing in NIL, transfer portal, regular recruiting, and all that stuff. The elite kids land those with the bread in the NIL shit. That's what we looking for right now.
That's a good
You
point.
still landing the same type of kids you was getting before NIL. All of us are.
Yeah, I think a big part of that was kind of my argument before is
Hold on, fellas, let's get into this a little. We got Trap
We
already.
got Trap. Oh, well, okay. We'll get into our
okay.
big three shenanigans in a little bit, but let's hang out while he here.
What's happening, fellas?
Man, Jimbo
Going
got
on?
all y'all boys out
yeah, I'm
there,
about to say you
man.
work for him too.
Every time I turn on the Florida State,
Hey, yeah, Trap. We got to chill there with all that text.
y'all boys, no, I like it. I like it.
it.
I like what Jimbo doing out there, man. How you doing, Trap?
Oh, dang, I forgot I do got an A&M.
Right, bro. Come on now. Come on now. Understand the assignment, bro.
They writing the checks, ain't they, cuz?
Hey, no, you know what? I'm always up there, man. I'm one of them guys who live down the street, man, from Texas A&M. So I support them just by association. To be honest with you, man, my son is always up there. My kids are up there. I actually got a business up there. That
Hey, Trap, don't be funneling no NIL deals to A&M. Now you better come to FSU with them deals, baby.
I mean, right now it's just a question of do we got the right people in place to even run our NIL stuff? Because to be honest with you,
Let's talk then.
if you put the same people in power that did our booster program, you act like y'all ain't been raising no money for the last how many years? So now all of a sudden you gonna raise money from where? You know what I'm saying? So it's just I'm skeptical of. I mean, I'm all for Coach Norvell. You know what I'm saying? I think he's gonna do an excellent job. I think this year we're gonna see a whole lot different team as well. And but I'm skeptical. I mean, Florida State is always screaming broke, 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 broke. You know, and then now all of a sudden we call ourselves trying to go get the big fish. And with what? You know what I'm saying? If we've been broke all this time, don't cry bankruptcy, then all of a sudden pull out a wall and be like, oh, we got money for all these kids. You know what I'm saying? When we do got the business people in place, but we know they're not coming up off their checkbook. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, if you do the same thing, you're gonna get the same results. And we seen for the last how many years, at least last 6-7 years, that they're not willing to spend the money. So, excuse me for not, not believing that they're gonna do it now.
Trap, you brought up a good point that you're talking about because especially with our boosters and stuff like that, because a well-known FSU booster is the owner of Spanx, right? The Spanx lady, billionaire lady, this, that, another. But in regards to giving back to the program and stuff like that, that's something that she's not really involved with. How do you, in your opinion, how do you bring in someone like that to the fold at FSU?
Well, I mean, you send the big dogs to her. You send the people in charge. You send them directly to her and sit down and have a conversation. You know, I once heard Magic Johnson talk about how he got in at Starbucks, where he was like, well, I called the guy and started, we had to be like, Magic, you Magic though. You know what I'm saying? You can't just pull up and call the guy at Starbucks. But it's the same type thing. Like, to be honest with you, you got to pull up as the president of Florida State, the athletic director of Florida State, and go pull up on the Spanx lady and be like, hey, man, we would love to sit down and have a meeting with you. We got, she a billionaire. She always need tax deductions. You see what I'm saying? You always need 1099 employees. You know what I'm saying? All of that. And what better way to do it than get the big guy? Now imagine you put, and see, it's a lot of, you guys don't think of stuff like that. You got the Spanx lady. What offensive linemen need? They need the men's Spanx. Mm-hmm. Why not sign all the offensive linemen at Florida State to a men's Spanx deal? You know what I'm saying? Where they representing that stuff, they look like Cleveland from, that one episode of
the Family Guy.
The family, you know what I'm saying? When Cleveland had a little Spanx joint.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's thinking outside the box. You want to get there, get the fat guys over there, man, to get a deal with her.
Yeah, for sure. Trey, I know you
off that money.
I'll take a deal with her.
I bet you will. I will myself, man. I ain't gotta be no big guy. She got $1 billion.
Skinny Spanx.
Trey, I know you keep it a bean. So, do you feel the boosters, NCAA administration? Do you think they embracing NIL? You think they like what's going on?
Well, I don't. Our boosters definitely don't like it because they put them on the hot spot. It put them on that. It put them on that cast iron skillet because and knowing if Alabama, if A&M, if Texas, if all of these schools are breaking bread, now all of a sudden we wasn't breaking bread before NIL. So now we got to break bread now. I mean, Florida State, one of the only schools. Now, imagine, I got recruited by everybody in the country. No more player in the country. You can say I was number 2 behind DJ Williams, whatever. And Florida State, well, I tell you, Alabama offered me $600,000. Tennessee offered me $500,000.
Ooh.
Dang.
You got a big NIL.
So, Trav, I know you're a smart dude, right? So I know you ain't just leave that 600 and 500 and come empty-handed.
Listen, my daddy don't play the radio, man. He one of them dudes that he always felt like, man, if you want to take now, you always be on the take. And if they cheated to get you, they cheat you eventually to keep you. You know what I mean? So
LeVar Ball before LeVar Ball, huh?
Yeah, so I wasn't allowed to take that money. You know what I'm saying? To be honest with you. You know
you couldn't take it? Oh, man, sorry to hear that, bro. Shit.
You know what I'm saying? So, and he always told me, you know what I mean? And that's the thing about this NIL stuff, too. These kids are going to whoever cutting the biggest check. But at the same time, if college is going to be your only check, or you're going to go somewhere where it's going to help you get to the next level.
Right.
Because if I go to some podunk school that was able to give me $1 million, to come to school, but I never go to the league and make even more money, then was it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Was that million, that bird in the hand, better than the 4, 5, 6, 10 in the bush? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you go to the place that's going to develop you, you go to the place that's going to get you where you need to be at and going to put you where you ultimately want to get to.
Right. I don't even think you just saying that, man. Just maybe I was thinking about this over the draft. I don't even think Elam took a NIL deal.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think he
Well, I
took.
mean,
I don't think he took one. Just thinking like back, like, and because that I know his dad a little bit. Their whole focus was just the draft.
oh yeah,
And a
no,
lot of
I
that could be
know.
distractions.
You know, Abe in the same draft. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know, Abe, I think Abe went undrafted. But me and Abe came out. The guy been no Abe. You know what I'm saying? Abe, good people. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
for sure.
So I mean, I know. You know what I mean? For you know, everybody don't need one. You know what I'm saying? Everybody don't need one. It's not gonna be good for everybody. You know, it's one of those situations where I still don't. You know, and like I've been vocal about it.
Yeah, I'm about to say because you just put out a tweet recently
Right,
about it.
right.
I want to talk about that tweet you said.
I just don't believe the NIL was put together correctly. You know what I'm saying? I believe it did it a good concept, but I just don't believe they put it together correctly. When you giving, and maybe I don't know enough about it, you know what I'm saying? But when you giving a kid $1 million a year, when you're in college, you don't need $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Like you still getting scholarship check. You know what I'm saying? You still getting that stipend every month. You know what I'm saying? So for me, and I was listen, full transparency, I was taking money. I ain't gonna give you the whole. I was taking money my last couple of years of school
Yeah.
and from other folks, but at the same time, you get an extra $1,000 a month in your pocket on top of what they're giving you. That's more than suffice. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So when you talk about if an extra 12,000, 15,000, let's say 15,000, go in my pocket every month, why can't I put aside $985,000 a year? You know what I'm saying? Why can't I put that in a trust? Why can't I put that in an annuity that's going to grow for me tax-free, that's going to be able to buy me and create real wealth for me? You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, because if you give a kid in college $1 million, he's going to spend $1 million. You know what I'm saying? And then when it's all said and done, imagine coming into school debt-free without no debt and leaving owing $500,000. Why? Because you didn't pay taxes. You were a 1099 employee. You know what I'm saying? NIL set up like a 1099. I'm pretty sure it is. You know what I'm saying? So guess what? If it's set up like a 1099, you're responsible for your own taxes. You know what I'm saying? So if you're responsible for your own taxes, you don't pay them taxes. Them alphabet boys coming to get you when it's all you think you're gonna run from a long time. They coming. They
That's a
coming.
good point. I like that.
Yeah, I'm not mad at the player for using like the NIL and what schools are offering in the NIL or program boosters are offering as like a level.
Well, I'll tell you something, I'm not mad at them at all. You know what I'm saying? They're doing what they're supposed to do. It's gonna take money. But my thing is like it's adults and it's kids. And they say, oh, they 18, they know, like they still kids. Like my first $1 million, I spent that $1 million with the gypsiness. Like it was gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling you, and that was me knowing what I know. Now you telling me an 18-year-old kid getting $1 million? Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I really believe these kids need to have some more guidance in how they handle their money. You know what I'm saying? And if they can't get if nobody can put it in annuities, put it in trust, put it in stuff that's stipulated on times in their life, then it's not gonna work out for them. You know what I'm saying? And the very few is gonna work out. But for some people who ain't got financial literacy, some people who parents ain't come from that, because guess what? You ain't paying them kids, you paying them kids' parents. Because you think you give a kid $1 million, they gonna be able to spend that? No, guess what? They mama, they auntie, they cousin, them, they gonna be coming out the woodworks, and that's where the money gonna be spent at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
I
some
agree
of the-
100%. It's gonna be a situation where I believe a lot of young men are gonna be taken advantage of. You know, because we hear the horror stories of
That's happening regardless.
right. Yeah, it's just gonna go to the next level. Just like
Yeah.
we hear about when we had Crow on and he talked about how he ran through all that money and helping this one and that one and just too many people. I kind of see both sides of it. I like what you were saying in the tweet about putting this money away. And I think there may be a middle ground.
Man, you got a real chair back here and ain't told nobody. I got a bed sleep back here. Healing my. My bad, dog. Hold on.
Oh, you good, man? You good?
Yeah, man. My kids at getting my boys getting their locks twisted up. So I ain't, I'm at the beauty salon or whatever you want to call it.
Good, brother. That's better. That's better. Definitely better sound. I appreciate that, man.
Oh no, you good?
I wonder, it's beauty salon. I wonder why I heard so many women back there talking.
I thought it was a TV.
No, man. There's a ladies here in the beauty salon. What's going on? But go ahead. I didn't hear the last question.
Well, ain't no telling what you was hearing in there, man. Go.
Oh yeah, I
what
know
you had
that.
there, young?
Oh no, I was saying I like what you were saying about putting a lot of that money up. You think that's kind of maybe a middle ground somewhere
Like
it could be met with.
But like you were saying with Crowder, you got NFL cats get taken advantage of. Imagine like the 18, 19-year-old cats, because you was just saying your first $1 million you blew through it. Crow was saying shit, his first whole check, it was going based off, the situation and whatnot.
Yeah.
So you put that in 18, 19-year-old hands. I can see what you're saying in regards to that being blowed, just being a little smarter with the money and having situations in place to protect the players in the long run.
And that's all they can. And that's all it takes, though. You know what I'm saying? Like just being able to, and see the NCAA don't want to. Why? Because they hoping that they fail. So then when it comes time, when it's all said and done, they gonna say, "See, we told you so." When it's when all of a sudden
It's the
we watch
vibes.
when 10 years from now we watching Brian Gumble specials on behind the sports talking about, oh, this player was given $4 million and he dead broke. This player was given $3 million, he dead broke. This player was given, and it's gonna be the one player that might be given $250, who now he a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? But then they're gonna be, well, he come from money. His family knew to do with that money, and he wasn't giving it away to everybody else. So I can see it, dog. I was just telling somebody the other day. I said, man, I really want to hire a camera crew to follow around all the big money guys for the next few years in their progress to talk about who makes it, who don't make it, who's end up broke, follow the money.
The cameras is out. You ain't got to worry about it. It's being documented. These kids record everything.
Oh,
so
they just telling themselves, no question.
yeah, everybody got
But I want
documentaries.
like an inside sport. I want to do like a hard knock.
Like Hoop Dreams.
Yeah, follow them every day.
Yeah,
What
I think
you doing?
in the grand scheme of it all, I think from that perspective, the players, the parents, it's gonna come down to support system, and it was like that before NIL just got involved. It's just more important now that there's money and business on the table. From a program perspective, all of our programs gonna have to figure it out. How do you close the gap to get back to competition, championship football, and I don't see us closing that gap from the big dogs, especially when it's becoming free agency now. Like players can jump in the portal at any given time, check to see what type of money they can get, business deals, and then hop out of it. There's no time frame on this. There's no rules to stop them from doing. They can just hop in, hop out, and move. And the big dogs with the bread are the ones that's making the moves and recruiting, and now also in free agency.
And I think it's, how can I put this? Like, I hate the transfer portal. I hate it with a passion because I think that a lot of these kids, they're scared of competition. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you want to move around. I think in certain situations where you can go, you can pick and choose where you want to go to school at, just like these coaches can go to school anywhere they want to go to school at. But at the same time, is that we thrive off competition. We should thrive off if I know I'm gonna be, with Darnell Dockett, Broderick Bunkley, all these guys in the same room, I gotta get better. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm not playing, I gotta get better. I can't just hop around until I find my spot. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get better. Now you it's different for a kid where, like, what's the kid that went to Alabama that got hurt, the receiver, right?
Jameson Jamo from Ohio State.
Exactly. That end up being a first round pick, right? It's different because it's so many balls that can go around these receivers. You know what I'm saying? So if we all starting in the room, and yeah, I'm starting, but yeah, I'm not touching the ball like I want to touch the ball. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. But at the same time, I can't jump around because right now what they doing is they killing high school football. You know what I'm saying? They killing high school football because now, as a coach, why am I going to recruit high school unless, or the second tier guys? I can go find me a guy to transfer, come in, start for me, and keep my job, and I only got to coach him up so hard instead of going to high school, getting to high school, and developing a high school kid the way I'm supposed to. I think it's partly lazy coaching and lazy people who don't want to compete, man. I don't like it, man. I think you should be able to transfer, but you got to prove hardship, dog. I think if they'd have kept the old transfer rules, but as long as they prove either hardship, but it can't be transfer because I ain't playing it. It just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry.
Right. I don't mind some rules around it, and then you having to sit out a year. But if your coach, I think if a coach changes jobs and things like that,
I think those are wait, in my opinion, a coach, your head coach leave, your position coach leave, or you got a hardship. I think you should be able to leave.
Correct.
But
yeah, my thing is, you got cats that leave their freshman year and jump in the port after not playing year one. Like that's egregious to me.
Well, they're using it as like a way.
Nowadays using it for bargaining leverage.
It's a kid that's pretty much practicing at I forget my man's name, man, right now, but he practicing it and got USC and other programs. Man, Addison, receiver from Pittsburgh. He's shopping himself. Playing while at Pitt.
The Biletnikoff winner, he went through the whole process, went through spring practice at Pitt, and just like that, let me test the waters and see what's going on.
And it's like big boy programs right now, pretty much bidding for his services. That's the game.
And it's terrible because it's like you think about this kid like Pitt made you. It's like y'all understand where's the loyalty? My thing is where's the loyalty though? Like I can't go like me and personally. And I'm willing to bet if he ended up at Pitt, that's one of his only 3 offers. Right?
Right.
Might have had 4 offers. Huh? Right. He go to Pitt, he ball out. Yeah, his quarterback goes number 1 pick, is a first round draft pick. But let's be real though, dog. Like these people made you, bro. Where you going? Stick it out. Stick it. Everybody know what you are. The league gonna know what you are. Whether if your quarterback is trash, they be like, oh, we couldn't get the ball to him.
Man, they talking about $2 million, Trav. I don't know you know what type of money they talking about. They talking about $2 million, bro.
That's hard to turn down. You know what I'm saying? Sure. It's hard to turn down, but I mean.
But they say
you
Pitt,
cut from a different
cloth. You cut from a different cloth. But they say Pitt, Larry Fitz, and Aaron Donald, they try to put a decent package together to give them some pause. I want to say the Rooneys did too, calling their big boosters with University of Pittsburgh, but I guess it wasn't enough.
And see, that's the thing though. When you talk about, but think about what he doing though. He go to SC, you just another fish in the pond. I'm from that way. You just another cog in the wheel. You at Pitt and the Rooneys that got involved.
Right, that's lifetime.
That is real.
That's lifetime relationships right there, man. For real shit.
You talk about real relationships, dog. You talk about real leverage. Right. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to LA and just be another name? Everybody in LA got $2 million, dog.
That's a good point because even after the fact, that relationship gonna stand strong.
Yeah, everybody in LA got $2 million. What you mean? What you mean?
And what is $2 million in LA, right? Versus
he's only gonna be there a year.
Like for real on me though, cuz like my granny, my auntie still stay over there on the Avs off Slauson. The house ain't but maybe 1,000 square feet. And right now that house will sell for $1.something million.
That's crazy, man. Damn, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? In the middle of the hood though.
Right. And how much that house be in Houston though?
Not even $100,000.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you talking about going over there $2 million? Nigga, $2 million gonna be gone paying for gas to get to and from. You know what I'm saying? Like you tripping.
He gonna be there a semester though, Trav. He ain't gonna be there that long, man.
And that's probably that's the point though, because after that semester, I think you be
ass in Pittsburgh.
But here's the thing though, you'll go to SC. Okay, yeah, you might make $2 million, but God forbid something happen to you. That's gonna be the last $2 million you make. You make this connection with the Rooneys.
Yeah. That's lifetime relationships, man. The city.
Yeah, it could be so way bigger.
Yeah.
Your hometown hero.
He could be short-sighted if he's leaving for the 2. There's a longer play there, man. Relationship.
It's always a longer play, dog. And that's my whole thing about all these kids. They don't understand is that relationships are a mother. You know what I'm saying? And being somewhere that care about you. Yeah, they care about you because they want to win. We want to win right now. But you go back to Pitt. One thing I learned about my cousin played in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like my McFadden, B Mac played in Pittsburgh. All the way the 4-1-2 treat them boys when they come back. It's nothing like nothing you've ever seen. And for you to leave that for like you finna get If you be a top 10 pick next year, you finna get 30 million. You finna get 30 million. What that 2 million do for you right now?
Yeah, I feel you. I'm with you. I'm with you, bro.
And I understand being scared, but shoot, Lloyd's of London still doing the elite athlete insurance. Buy the insurance against yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know, but
I just know I watch players like even like Brad Banks, man, my guy that played at Iowa. Like he could go, like he a god in Iowa. Like he'll never go broke, you know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, like it's Iowa. Like if you go play at USC, Brad Banks ain't probably nobody.
no.
But in Iowa, like he'll never go broke, never pay for food, and always, you know what I'm saying, be able to do his thing, man. So I'm with you on the Pittsburgh thing, but these kids don't see that, man. They see it right now.
But I totally understand because I believe all kids should be getting paid. I believe everybody should get paid. I believe the girls softball team should be getting paid. You know what I'm saying? I believe the soccer team should be getting paid because it's enough money out there for everybody.
I think that the schools need to be paying them, not just them going to find deals. I think from like a union standpoint, eventually they got to get paid.
I think the NCAA should be the one paying them because the NCAA as a whole is who paying is who making all the money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the university making the money, but the NCAA is a $7 billion, $10 billion organization that they making every year. Nigga, and the athletes are the employees. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So why they not cutting the check?
Right.
You know
that's the next move. Everybody's talking NIL, but that's the next move.
And I believe that if you set it up to where every freshman get 25,000, every sophomore get 50,000, every junior get 75, every senior get 100. You know what I'm saying? It'll make the playing field even. And then now for the superstars, the people who go out there and make plays, now you can start talking about bidding wars for services to sponsor companies. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's just, that's just me though. You know what I mean?
I like it. But Trav, let's take it back a little bit. You spoke on a little bit in regards to you were the number 1 D tackle in the nation, number 2 overall player, number 1 overall player, depending on what service you are. We ain't go acknowledge DJ Williams on, as far as the game.
Though, man. That's the homie. You know what I'm saying?
DJ from Cali too, though, right?
From Cali too, yeah.
Yeah, so let's talk about that a little bit. Going back to your recruiting process in that situation and whatnot. How was that? How was that for you?
Oh man, it was awesome, man. It was I got to see everything. Like I was National Defense Player of the Year for Reebok and for ESPN and Reebok. You know what I'm saying? So they took us to Chicago. We met Stedman and Oprah this is back in '99. That was pretty dope.
Kids to me, Stedman. Why Stedman was there though?
Because Stedman, so Stedman does Athletes Against Drugs. He has an Athletes Against Drugs Foundation.
Oh, word.
So they took us over there, did that. We did a little spot on ESPN. That was pretty cool. That was dope. And then I was on the Rivals All-American team, which they took us to Hawaii. You know what I'm saying? They took us to Hawaii. And that was a great time being a bunch of 17, 18-year-old kids in Hawaii. No parents, no nothing. We was there during the college football Hula Bowl, right? So I remember we snuck out one night, went out to the club. We told everybody we was the college players. You know what I'm saying? So, at the time it was like, who was coming out then? It was Andre Wadsworth coming out. It was Ron Dane. It was all of them killers coming out, right? So, no, because Wads came out the year before, and I remember we basically snitched on ourselves because it was a live radio show going on out in the parking lot. And man, our chaperones, like the people running the place, man, they end up hearing us out there on the thing. We doing radio, me and DJ doing radio interviews. Oh man, it was hilarious. But it was a great experience though, man. Like I got to dog, being a Cali kid, it was a little different back then. Cause we didn't have no the Rams wasn't there, the Raiders wasn't there. And so we were superstars. I played in the first nationally televised high school game ever. You know what I'm saying? Against Casey Clausen, Notre Dame versus Alamany. And that was huge.
So, and then, why damn sure remember that shit.
And then so when we played in that game, like that game propelled us to like a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in the Playboy Mansion at 16, 17 years old. You know what I mean? Like Freddie Mitchell used to pick me up and take me in there, and we used to be vibing. You know what I'm saying? Like them boys, them UCLA boys live. So it was just a great time, dog. Like I can't even tell you, man. Sitting courtside the Lakers, man.
So how in the hell did Florida State come and get you? Why you ain't go to USC, UCLA, this, that, and the other?
I knew in order to be the man I wanted to become, man, I had to leave home. You know what I'm saying? In order if I wanted to be the player I wanted to become, because like I knew too many cats. They go right down the street, man, and it was like, you know, you wait to get to college, you start banging, or you out there in UCLA, man.
That's crazy. That makes no sense.
And it's hard to live. Like it's hard to you know. We used to have a sign at Florida State say you can't live soft and fight tough. You know what I'm saying? And that's the biggest.
Oh, say it again. Hold on. Say it again.
You can't live soft and fight tough. You know what I'm saying?
I like that shit. You like that shit, man.
And that was like real talk to me. Like that spoke volumes and was a reason why I couldn't go to UCLA. Like have you ever been to UCLA's campus, dog? Like it's in the middle of Bel Air. You know what I'm saying? Like it's in between Bel Air. Like it sits on the hill. Like you walk out of one of the gates at UCLA, you literally walk 30 yards, you go through the Bel Air gate to get to the neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like over there, like
shit, you in the trenches in Tallahassee.
Yeah. Like, when you could have went to SC, was easy to go, yeah, SC in the middle of the hood. My granddaddy stayed right around the corner, you know, some of my cousins was there. But like it's too easy when like nobody understands when I got $80 left in the month, it's 30 days still there. You know what I'm saying? When I need my clothes washed, I can't run home to get my clothes washed. You know what I'm saying? When I'm struggling on the field, my mama can't hold me and make me some dinner, make me feel good about myself. I got to figure out how to pick myself up by my bootstraps and say, I'm going to figure this out, man. I'm going to get up. I'm going to grind up out of here.
Right.
When I went on my visit, man, this is bowl practice week, man, getting ready for the national championship game against Virginia, against Big Tech. And the competition at practice, like football smelled different, dog. Like Tallahassee smelled different. Like it's one of the things where like I remember a fight broke out under the pins between the offensive line, defensive line. And like when I got to Tallahassee, I realized like these Negroes they never seen. Like I seen so much already being a Cali kid. These dudes ain't never been out of Florida, let alone, you know what I'm saying? Like they want it. Like they eat, breathe, sleep, and piss football. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no backup plan to be, I'm gonna go Hollywood and do radio, I'm gonna go do TV or movies. No, these niggas want to be ball players. Like it was all, what's your go-to, man? I'm going to NFL.
And that's literally it.
That was it. All I needed to start was 1 year. Give me 1 year as a starter. And I'm going to make Corey Simon was an All-American, because this is All-American, he was the backup. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's all I wanted, man. That's all I knew. So I was like, do I want to be a movie star? Do I want to have a great education? Or do I want to be a dang NFL football player? And Florida State gave me the best opportunity to play on Sundays. And that's all I gave a damn about.
Yeah, talk about that practice you was talking about. Just coming on your official visit, national championship. A lot of them cats, you know, we talk about those historic FSU teams, Florida teams, Miami teams. Yeah, a lot of the practices be tougher than the games, man. So just talk about what you're seeing in that situation, seeing all those killers on that championship team.
Oh man, it was, man. Practice was out of control, bro. Like you gotta understand, Roller Seymour at the time was the #1 defensive end on the board. If Roller Seymour if Michael Vick don't take the ACL home and put it on his mantle, Roller Seymour is a household name. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You got Roller Seymour, you got Jay Wren, Jamal Reynolds, you got Corey Simon D tackle, you got Larry wasn't there no more. It was Jerry Johnson at the other D tackle. You got big Lamont Green. Like you got 1-5 at the corner, Tay Cody at the other corner. You got Big Dan Gibson at the safety. Then you got Wink on the other side. You got T-Mine on the other side. You got an offensive line that move people right now. Like, it was practice when I first got there was hell on wheels, dog. Like, it was all business, dog. No radio being played. It was hot. It was stank. It was just if you were soft, you wasn't gonna make it up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And that to me was all I wanted. That to me is what all I want for Florida State now. I want for them to go to practice and say, man, I'm gonna be better than the man in front of me right now. You know what I'm saying? Because in order to make him better, I gotta dog this man, dog. I gotta drag him through the mud. I gotta drag him down Alabama Street by his ears if I have to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how we always approach the game, dog. And that's why I hope they approaching it now.
That part don't change. And that's what a lot of people like. They'll call that an old school mentality, and I'm like, that don't really change because when you look at top programs like Alabama, it's stacked full of talent. Like they just reload, and you got to just keep fighting through that roster in order to get on that field. Period.
Always.
That's just what it's going to be, and that's why they've been at the top of the mountain.
I think too. And then a lot of the stuff that we're gonna find out later on how Nick Saban recruits mindsets too. It's a certain mindset he brings into that locker room. Not every guy. It ain't just the program. It's also a certain kid that gets it in the recruiting process. And when they get there, they're bought in the recruiting process. Now, there's no buy-in when they get on campus. Nick buying their ass in the recruiting process. That's why they don't do all the visit games. None of that shit. Those guys in the long haul.
I'll tell you like this though, so like my brother-in-law was a part of Nick Saban's first ever recruiting class at Michigan State. And I don't know if you ever looked at that recruiting class with Julian Peterson, with what's the cat that stabbed himself as number 3 pick in the draft, with Robert. Like he had killers then, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it all just translates. And yeah, you get them, but yet you get a certain type of kid that looks a certain type of way, comes from a certain type of background. That's why everybody goes crazy. Like, man, how can Nick Saban still be able to accomplish what he like, do all the yelling and screaming that he does? Because he still get the same type of kids. Kids who know about the mud, kids who know this all I got, this all I want. You know what I'm saying? When you want to be successful more than you want to breathe, that's when you start being successful. You know what I'm saying? And that's what these kids, think about all the kids that come through Alabama. Think about, let's look at just even Jermaine Johnson, who we got from Georgia.
Right.
A kid who had a hard time breaking the roster over there in Georgia. You know what I'm saying? We get him. And all of a sudden now he got a little bit more freedom, not as much competition. And guess what? He should have been a top 10 pick. You know what I'm saying? This is a kid who all he needed was opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And it's 1,000 kids out there like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a matter of giving them the opportunity, man, and pushing them the right way. And yeah, it is the mindset, like you said. But it's also, I get a kid from that come from nothing. He gonna listen to me. He gonna go to work. Like this is the problem with my kids, man. My kids, I got platinum spoon kids. You know what I'm saying? Like my son can be fucking. He can be one of the greatest to ever do it. But he come from too much, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He just come from, so like some of the questioning shit, the palms up shit. I hate this. Like,
Yeah.
you don't get your retarded ass looking at me like that, dog.
No,
like,
my son look at me like I don't know what the hell. Like I got shit fucked up all the time.
I be wanna. I told him, I said, man, I'm gonna punch you.
Like I'm the dummy.
Like,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, like, and it bothers me, but then I gotta remember, like,
come up different.
This nigga lives in a fucking 7,000 square foot house on some land. Like,
Right.
his mindset ain't where mine was. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you get a lot of kids. That's why you see the baseball kids make it a lot more than you see the kids that baseball kids make. Is you just giving them the game. They playing baseball.
Let's get back.
Football is here. You got to be a little bit touched up here to say I'm gonna run through this dude's face over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
That's a bunch, man. Let's get back to you a little bit. What was the transition like, culture wise? LA is it's a lot of things, but LA culture is way different on a lot of different
South. Yeah.
Man.
What was that transition like? Seeing real racism.
Right.
It was. Dog, you hit the nail on the head, dog. Tallahassee, Jim Crow South, bro.
Oh yeah.
This shit is, man.
And I tell people all the time, like, when you go to Tallahassee, you ain't going to Florida. You going to North Florida, South Georgia,
For
East
sure.
Alabama.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? They like, huh? I said, yeah, the panhandle ain't like nothing.
Yeah. It ain't like South Beach. It ain't what you see on TV.
No. This ain't the stuff you see on TV. It's most stuff you see on First 48 free and slave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's more that mentality than anything else. But for me, it was because I come from Cali, I come from a private school, and I come from the hood. Like I'm a little bit mixed of both. Like I grew up in the hood, then I moved to Oak Park where I was the only brother out there, and I went to Bricks High School, and going out there, and for one, it was to see poverty like that. You know what I'm saying? Like in LA, we ain't got nothing, but we still got something. You know what I'm saying? We got the beach. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The culture of guys that never seen the ocean, or guys that never been on an airplane, or just guys who don't fool with white people. Like, no, I don't F with them. They be like, dang man, like I got me a couple white girlfriends. What's wrong with y'all? You know what I'm saying? To where like when they used to come visit me, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna name no names, but I had a couple coaches like told me like, no, we don't do that up here. So excuse me? That ain't what we do in Tallahassee. And I'm like, what?
Nah, man.
Well, good thing I ain't we.
Exactly. And I'm like, what?
I'm me.
But see what I realized is they were dead ass serious. So I had to change the way I had to change the way I move around. You know what I'm saying? So like white girl in Cali, a whole lot different than a white girl in Tallahassee. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like it was like, but they come from a different mindset. They come from a different upbringing. So I had to really like distance myself, say, well, I ain't gonna date no more white girls. But good thing Fam said is always loaded with some of the most beautiful women you ever seen.
You gotta go out of your way to do that a little bit in Tallahassee.
Oh yeah, question. You gotta go to date white girls, no question. And then I knew it was frowned upon. So I was like, I ain't gonna do that, because when I realized it, all the dudes who dated white girls didn't play. Like I'm like, this was a serious problem over here. I'm not gonna do that. You know what's funny is that when Xavier Lee came to school,
you definitely gotta get out there, take your playing time.
Oh, no. Xavier Lee came to school, and he was a bunny lover. You know what I'm saying? He was always on the slopes. And I told him, I was like,
always on the slopes.
And I told him, I was like, hey,
talk that down, man.
I said, leave them white girls alone, dog. I said, man, I know what you like, but you always come back to them later on. While you here, leave them alone. You won't play, dog. He was like, no, I'll be fine. I said, well, you might well transfer right now. He's a freshman at the time.
He's supposed to be a killer too. He was going to be a killer.
The thing is, though, because
you have no idea,
Zay
man.
Lee,
He was going to be a killer. Go ahead.
Zay Lee was that dude, but Zay Lee I played at Cookman in Daytona. He's from Daytona, and he went to Seabreeze, and Seabreeze is one of the white schools in Daytona. So, like you said, his whole mindset is pretty much not the same as you coming from Cali, but it's a lot different, coming from Seabreeze, Daytona Beach.
Because it's never been a problem before. Why would it be a problem now?
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I said, man, listen, it's just how it is over here, dog. Like, man, I said, man, I don't know, I can't explain it. I said, I'm telling you, dog, for your sake, please, dog, don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wild white girl intervention, man. That's crazy intervention.
Guess what? He can listen and never play at Florida State. No,
it's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
So that was the thing back then in the late 90s, early 2000s, huh?
But you know what I'll tell you, man, like, it helped me coming to Florida State, man, helped me grow up as a man. It helped me to learn other cultures, learn where people come from, to learn, all of that stuff, man. So it definitely was a culture shock, education-wise, geographic-wise, you know what I mean? Like, it was different, you know what I mean? And I feel like I gave them a good breed of, because like, I had to tell a couple guys a couple times, like, it's like, oh man, you private school kids. I was like, damn, so something wrong with getting a good education? Like,
it's frowned upon, though. It's frowned upon. It's frowned upon.
But I used to be like, explain that to me. So now, I'm not as hard as you because I went to good schools. Explain that. You know what I'm saying? I used to have to tell them, like, listen, our private schools out west will whoop every school in the state of Florida ass, nigga, on a constant basis. You know what I'm saying?
All right, Chuck, you was going a little too far with that one, bro.
Hey, listen.
Yeah. Like,
hey, listen.
They knew how to recruit.
We'll run through a whole lot. It'll take y'all private schools to beat our private schools.
Oh,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying?
That's yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think which public schools right now that's really doing some big shit, and most of them is private.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And that's real talk though. Out west,
Our coaches just be slandering like the most random shit, man. Like we'll make fun of it. Oh, you got a good education. Like what the hell?
Mhm.
and that's how I was. Oh man, you
Like
private.
what?
And at first, so I was like, what them? You know, they be like, oh, you Cali niggas are soft private school kids. How? Like, tell me what make me soft because I went to private school. Explain it to me. If you feel I'm soft, you try me first. Then you know what I'm saying. You either gonna respect it or check it. So if you ain't gonna respect it, then check it. Then
I
you
got
know
a
what
couple of things I want to ask you about that. But one thing I do want to touch on is we know everybody talk about stories about Bobby Brown going to living rooms and this, that, and the other. How was that in-home visit when Bobby came to your house coming from Tallahassee to California?
man, you know, Kobe put up in the big body Benz, man, with
Mm.
heat up in the back seat, dog. And everybody was, you know,
Everybody say this though, man. Like whenever Bobby came out, he bring the whole damn community, he bring the whole city out, so to speak. Everybody floating around seeing what's going on.
And even though I went to school, so like I said, when we moved out of LA, I lived around a number of Jewish white folks. And the crazy part is like the UCLA coach used to stay right up the road from me, like about 5-10 miles in the neighborhood though, but like 10 miles away in the rich houses. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, using private school.
oh yeah, so like they used to stay up there. So UCLA coaches like Toledo, them boys stop by all the time. You know what I'm saying? They used to be on the way home and just stop, swing by the house, like, hey man, I seen the van outside. You want to say what's up?
Right.
So what's funny is that day, Coach Bowden showed up. Bob Toledo stopped by on the way home from work and was like, hey man, you want to say what's up? And them two, Bob Toledo and Coach Bowden, sitting there chopping it up outside for a minute. And so when they seen the big body Benz and then they seen Toledo, all of a sudden the whole neighborhood was outside. And so they was like, oh man, is that Coach Bowden? Because Coach Bowden don't come to the West Coast for nobody. You know, and it was cool, man. Like it was cool. But at the same time, like I had offers to every college in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like Stanford, like I had Tyrone Willingham in my living room, and my grades was just okay. You know what I'm saying? But I had a good test score. But you know, it just was. So Coach Bowden, it was cool because you know that was one of the rare coaches we didn't see often. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. At the same time, I had Sandusky in my house too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm trying to like that lawsuit too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
Right, you might be owed some compensation.
he touched my shoulder. I don't know.
You might have to cash in, fam.
You know, so it was. You know, it was different times, man.
Did he
But
recruit you hard?
who said Dusky?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like yeah, they was there. You know what I'm saying? But like, I didn't really give them too much time a day. But everybody, like, you gotta understand. So back then, it ain't like now, like where they pressure these kids to commit. Like I told mine from the jump, and I mean probably also because I was one of the top players. Like I'm taking all 5 of my visits. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking all 5 of my visits. I took 5 unofficial visits that was paid for too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I'm going everywhere. Like I took a whole Big Ten like trip at one point. Like we went to all the Big Ten schools, but I was committed to Michigan, so I was going to Michigan. You know what I'm saying? Like I was going, like I
So
committed.
you was actually committed to Michigan, huh?
I committed to Michigan Sunday before Tuesday signing day.
What the hell? What's
Yeah,
going on? What?
Oh,
yeah.
it's your Sunday day then. Huh?
You think he from South Florida? What you got going on? What? It's wild as hell.
That was my dream school, dog, and that was the school I wanted to go to. But then, like, I got up there, and it just was like
that dream school shit never worked, boy.
I think it would have, but when I look back, what killed me was, I mean, they had all the players I thought was decent on defense never went first round picks. You know what I'm saying? Like James Hall was one of the best D linemen I've seen. He was free agent. You know what I'm saying? Trevor Price was a baller. He transferred to Clemson. You know what I'm saying? All of them dudes, like, they was big names that never made anything out of that. And then they didn't have a lot of us on the defenses either, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like for me, if Larry Foote wasn't around, so my best friend in high school was Justin Fargas, who played tailback, played for the Raiders. Ended up going to SC after the fact, but he signed Michigan. So if Farg wasn't around, if Farg foot Dave or Cato wasn't around, I felt uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, I don't know if I want to be out here. These dudes a little different. You know what I'm saying? But it was like a Cali pipe line, like everybody from Cali, but it was, we all came from good schools. We all had this, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it just ain't the same. Like I remember chilling with Tom Brady on my recruit visit. You know what I'm saying? But it just wasn't the same. Like it just was like I don't know if I want to be here. You know what I'm saying? So then I committed to them right before signing day because I'm like, it's something.
Gotta get that dream out of the way real quick.
Exactly. It's something to feel a dream like as a kid. Like I got pictures right now of me when I'm from 9 years old to 17 years old in straight Michigan gear everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like that was my school. Then I was like, man, fuck that dream. My dream was playing the league and how I'm gonna get there. Florida State gonna get me there. You know what I'm saying? So they just changed up 2 days later. It was over.
2 days later. That's the crazy part.
That's nuts, man. I like it.
Well, you pick your reality school then. Dream school, you let them know, hey, I love you.
Dream's over.
But the reality is, I got to go get this bread, baby.
I'm gonna give y'all. So the crazy part is, I almost transferred to Michigan while I was at Florida State my freshman year. So that's why my thought process on that is a little different. So when Twin died, no, this is before Twin died. So
you want to use the portal, huh?
So but it was now they had a portal when Twin died, man. We'd have lost a whole lot of kids. But so I was on campus. Like, you remember me and McFadden came to school in the summertime. So like we did the care program, SCP, they called it Summer Easy, you know what I'm saying? And I was on campus for a while, but then after a week or 2 of days, Coach Bowden moved me and Dockett to defensive tackle. We was in defensive end room, you know what I'm saying? And Coach Bowden moved us to D tackle. And
that was crazy. My bad for no. That's a crazy ass class. You, Dockett, McFadden. That's a decent.
No, so Dockett is
the
class before us.
Oh, before. Okay, my bad.
Dockett is a 99 class, but Dockett is the number 1 D lineman for 99 class.
From Maryland. I remember that. Go ahead. My bad.
So Doc is in that class. So he played. He redshirted, but he played that whole year in the defense end room. So they moved to both of us. It was like, hey, we're gonna move y'all to D tackle. Y'all are bigger ends. We think you can do it, blah, blah, blah. But the whole time when they recruited us, they promised that we going to play defense end. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't going to have to play no D tackle. So for me, I'm like, man, fuck this. Like, Docker was like, he leaving. The Coach Biden gave us, he was like, I'm going to give y'all 2 days, man, to make a decision on what y'all want to do. So we got a couple of days off of 2-a-day practice. I called I called Lloyd Carr. I called his house. I said, Coach Carr, I'm transferring. I'm coming to Michigan. Coach Carr said, I got a plane ticket for you sitting at the Tallahassee Regional Airport. He said, but I want you to take a weekend and think about it. He said, if on Monday you still want to come, the ticket will be there for you. And we'll take care of all the transfer, all the other stuff that you need to take care of. We'll get it taken care of. And shoot, you might even see better play this year. We're going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, bet, right? Called my daddy up and was talking to him and was just like, he's like, can you do it? Can you not do it? I said, what the fuck you mean? Can you do it? Can you not do it? Yeah, I can do it, man. He's like, but it's still going to be blah, blah, blah. The reason why so he broke it down to me and I was like, fuck, gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So
that's a crazy insight. Never heard that story before.
So Pops talked to you and pretty much broke down some, the reason you had to stick it out. So that's the reason you didn't understand. Pops talked to you in the stand at Florida State.
Like, man, are you still gonna be able to do what you set out to do here?
Right.
I said, yeah. I said, because to be honest, I always knew I was gonna be a D tackle because I was a big defensive end. But at the same time, I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm over here killing these, so I'm over here having a good 2 days, you know what I'm saying, whatever. So why am I getting moved? You know what I mean? And then in the grand scheme of it is they always saw me for what I ended up being. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I came to Florida State 265, 270 pounds. You know what I'm saying?
Michigan was probably gonna do the same thing anyway.
Probably, but they ran looking back, you know, they ran a different style defense too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it worked out where it was best for me to stay, man. My daddy was always 100 with me and always kept my mind on what I need to have my mind on. So that was always good.
All right, so you moved from defense into defensive tackle. Let's talk about being coached by Odell, man, and the imprint that Odell had in your career, and just what he is not just a coach, man, but just being that you being away from home in California, being that, so to speak, that father figure, so to speak, for a lot of cats, being that talking here, man. So let's talk about Odell for a second.
Man, Odell was godsend, bro. Like Odell, man, I like my son fishes now. Like he love fishing. You know what I'm saying? And I started fishing with Odell. You know what I mean? Being a kid who couldn't go home, I wasn't able to go home most of the holidays. So like everybody would always go home every time they got a chance. Well, I couldn't, because I had to go fly basically 6.5 hours to get home. You know what I'm saying? Either fly from Tallahassee to Carolina all the way over, or drive to Jacksonville, then go Jacksonville all the way over. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just always a problem. So, a lot of times I was able to, like, the reason why me and Odell relationship, I was able to spend a whole lot more time than a lot of the other guys was able to spend with Odell. You know what I'm saying? Like, Odell used to take me to the lake house and go fishing. He'd take me to his house, come eat dinner. You know what I'm saying? Hang out with all his people. You know what I mean? Like, that's my dude, man. So, like, being coached by Odell's young, man. So, I mean, so at the time, you got to think, I graduated Florida State 2004. You know what I'm saying? Odell now is on year 29. You know what I'm saying? Almost 30 years of being D-line coach at Florida State. And it's like, Odell's one of a kind, man. He one of them dudes where, if you needed anything, even in school, like, I remember my first date with my baby mama, Odell gave me the money to go out to the movies and have a movie and some dinner. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's illegal now to say that. Odell like, son, what you doing? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, I got a date with the volleyball girl, Dale. Son, come by the house. I got some for you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Get you right.
And he gave me $100, dog. Like, take her out, have a good time.
NIL.
Man, go Silver Slipper first, son.
Right.
Go over there and get you a movie in, son. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, cool. You know what I mean? Like, that was like Dale, man. Dale was a great dude, dog. Like, you don't get no better than Dale. And that's why, man, I hated like how Willie Taggart treated Dale. You know what I'm saying? Willie Taggart treated Dale like he was redheaded stepchild. Like, but he was scared of Dale though. Because he realized Dale got more power than he realized Dale had. You know what I'm saying? So when you
probably had more power than him at the end of the day when it comes to the backing of the people.
No question. From the start to the finish, what you mean? And that's why I got mad at Dale because I thought that Dale, when before they hired Taggart, I thought Dale should have told him he wanted that job. You know what I'm saying? And I told Dale as such. Even when Taggart got the job, I said, he not better than you, Dale. He like, what you mean? I said, because he going to lose for the next couple of years. You could do all of that yourself. You know what I'm saying? And not just that, we can figure out, we probably going to win more games, but then not just that, we can figure out the right coach for the job if you become a stopgap coach. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't going to cost. And the thing is, I'm like, Dale, you will win a whole lot of games because they finna give Willie Taggart $5 million, Dale. They can give you $3 million. You know what I'm saying? Give you $3 million, add that $2 million extra into the coaches pool. You know what I'm saying? And now you hire the best coaches money can buy to do all the stuff you know you couldn't do. Then we wouldn't be in that situation we're in right now.
What you think about Prime as a potential Florida State coach? I know you're doing this thing at Jackson State, and that's really important to the coach, what he got going on, but that's a really elephant in the room of if he becomes successful and then Florida State maybe still looking for a head coach. What do you think about him as a potential candidate?
I was torn. When he first got the Jackson State job, everybody like, man, we gotta hire Prime. I'm like, Prime don't want to be no real coach. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real about it, dog. Prime still want to do shows. He want to do all that stuff. You can do that. You can do that at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I truly believe like you can still do all the things you want to do. Prime can still be Prime at Jackson State. But Prime go to Alabama. Prime go to Power 5, these real Power 5 schools. How much is it gonna cost them in the long run? You know what I'm saying? And we already know Prime a 9-figure nigga. You know what I'm saying? He ain't worried about it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he's still Prime. So now all of a sudden, you gonna be able to do you gonna be able to do your shows, or you gonna be able to do the travel you want to do, or you gonna be able to do the things that you love and you've been successful doing. You know what I'm saying? Or you better do all of that and coach. You know, I just wonder. And he say he's ready for it. So I say if you give anybody a chance, yeah, give anybody a chance. I think Norvell is gonna keep us right though. I think Norvell gonna take us to another level. So I don't think, I wouldn't say Prime is ready for this job. You know what I'm saying? But like I know, like they talked about TCU, he was up for the TCU job last year. That wouldn't have been a bad look, but I think at the same time, it would have been a bad look. Here you are selling. Now imagine you bring.
Yeah, you got to finish it. You got to finish the job out there.
You bring Travis Hunter all the way to Jackson State. You know what I'm saying, to play in this JV league, and then you hop up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't imagine. Like that kid is, he gonna ball wherever he go, but
Trav whooping them boys' ass on both sides of the ball.
Man, it was crazy what he was doing.
That
spring game,
man.
Man, that was insane. What he doing to people cheering, bro.
I was like, man, get him from out there, man.
Come on, man. Sit that man down, man, before you hurt somebody.
No, it felt like.
I was so glad he went at Florida State and I seen him doing all that wild shit. I was like, oh my God, I'm glad they ain't got that animal up there, man.
Yeah.
That boy different.
Yeah, he's different. And so he's supposed to do them kids like that.
And he know it.
and that's the thing is I'm like, how is it gonna hurt him or is it gonna help him? So for his sake, I kind of hope that Prime get another job this year so he can transfer with Prime because I want to see him. Like I feel like they cheating us out of seeing greatness in Travis Hunter playing on BT every week. You know what I'm saying? They're playing on the TW. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's not. Y'all don't laugh at that.
No,
laugh at the wrong shit.
No, that's funny though. Man.
I'm just saying though,
nah,
dog.
Hilarious.
You sending your
I'm gonna tune in though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm certainly not. I'm
gonna tune in to watch them dunk on them JV kids. I'm watching all that shit, huh?
What time they come on?
Hopefully Friday.
They gonna have some good showings.
Friday night I can rock them. I can rock with them.
Man, shit, they coming on right before Midnight Love.
But that's one thing, though. Prime is changing the culture with getting them cats more TV games and stuff. So I would give him that.
I ain't gonna lie.
The game was on ESPN.
Like I got jokey jokes, man, for him because
I like it. Because
I know, I remember how Fam was like Fam. We used to give Fam like our extra gloves, all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's insane, man.
God. Like I remember the year when like it rained during.
They practice with y'all Florida State gloves on.
Yeah, dog.
That's crazy. I just buy me some.
So here's what you got to remember.
Go to
this was the time in early 2000s after P-Dub and then went to the national championship game and stuff. The NCAA changed. Well, really the year before that, NCAA changed everything where everybody wore gray gloves in NCAA.
Yep, I remember that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The offensive linemen will wear the colored gloves of the other team.
Yeah, that gray glove shit was a rule for a long time.
Yeah, I played in that era.
It was a long. So for them getting them gray gloves, it was nothing. It was just like
regular Nike gloves. Yeah.
It's
not what the FSU and all that type of stuff.
Yeah, it was different back then.
The color stuff they got going on now, it just was straight gray gloves. You know what I'm saying? But then like looking back, like I remember like one year it rained at Fam Pro Day. Them dudes ran they 40 down the hallway, a crooked hallway. Like it was just like, what are y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on at this black college over here? Mm-hmm. But I will say this, dog. Like my college experience was the best thing because I got to go to a PWI. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I got to go to FAMU.
I tell people all the time, but it's few things better than that combination. Like then you got TCC too, the middle bridge.
Yeah, dog. So I got to have a PWI football experience with a black college social life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It don't get, and my opinion is, I think that, and I believe now, one thing is like Jimbo was doing when he was still there, was trying to bridge the gap between FAM and Florida State.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that's how they got the scoreboard.
I remember that he gave the scoreboard. Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But not just that, is Jimbo was one of them guys who started embracing the fact that, listen, this is our biggest asset on this campus for the kids that we're going to recruit is the HBCU across the train tracks. You know what I'm saying? And we can't, and I remember him, and he literally, this came out of his mouth. Like, he told us, like, we can't neglect that school because we need them. You know what I'm saying? We need them to be successful for us to be successful. We need them to have resources for us to have resources. And that was the big, and like the conversation I had with him,
That's
like,
real.
Like, it was profound because it was one of the only people that, for the first time, thought to themselves, like, why not? Why not? We have
This
to.
is before the time, huh?
Yeah, before everybody, like now in Norvell, I think has embraced that because you see it a lot more. You see them coordinating a lot more things together. You know what I'm saying? Like Coach Bowden, when it was FAM homecoming, Coach Bowden, we would have an away game and they'd purposely keep us on the tarmac at the airplane, like, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, we like, man, come on, man, you killing me.
Right.
You know?
Crazy. Me and Jimbo had the same vision, man, because I spent a lot of time in Tallahassee, and I tried to bring FAMU and Florida State together a couple of times. Didn't quite work out for me. Wasn't able to get that off just quite, but I understand this vision, man. If I can get this girl from FSU to come in this room, and this girl from FAMU to come into this room, and then we all unite. One.
He's just friends, man. Man, scared.
And I'm big enough that I used to get off that I was, a player at FAM, so I could say stuff like that. I see the vision. I see what he was on.
You could have told him you was a player at State. You'd have been all right. We'd have
probably. I might. State was a little too high profile, so I was like, let me go lower. That way they don't look me up.
Depend on where you was at. This is before the internet. You couldn't just look at
I'm trying to tell you, it's a different era, bro.
Yeah, you're right. I'm 41.
I got that off. I got that off in a few classics, man. I was a slot receiver DB, man. Get my shit off.
So Trap, man, you got to give it to me, man. Give me. I know
you can lie back then, Larry. Yeah, you can't lie about being in the league no more, man.
Nah, they gonna Google you right
Yeah.
now. But Trap, I gotta hear it from. I know you got one, man. Give me a famous moon story from you.
Oh shit! Oh,
right,
moon story. I mean,
tell them about the moon, man.
I remember, man, first time I seen Diamond in there. Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray. Ooh.
Oh. That was woo, Jesus. Stop. Listen. The moon was classic. Well, I tell you, the moon was classic. Like, I try to tell people right now, because I don't know what years y'all was in school, but like that early 2000s.
Well, I bet y'all was running that shit.
That's my era, man. We in that same bracket, bro.
Yeah, like it was one of the things where like no artist. You could have been anybody. You had to come through the moon. You got an album release, you got to come through the moon.
Crazy. For sure.
I remember like Fabo and them came through. All like everybody you had to come through the moon. Like it was. I remember we got banned from the Cobalt, banned us from the moon for a while. We whooped some dudes, but Big Ray had dislocated a shoulder or something. He slipped in there and dislocated, so we got banned from the moon for a little bit. But like, I just look back, like, man, he was going there.
Even with the D linemen and shit, like the locals.
Right, who the hell beat? Right, yeah, it had to be some locals. Had to be.
Locals.
Big Ray was fighting some local dudes. I think one of them ended up being a Q. We had to whoop the Qs one year. You know what I'm saying? We had to whoop the Apples one year. Like it was one year we started losing. We used to go to the club and white Timberlands, dog.
Which frat put up the best fight? In your opinion?
None of them.
No, all that shit was soft, huh?
Yeah,
I tell cats all the time. The biggest frat on campus is the football.
It's the football team for sure.
Yeah, I'm about to say,
that's why when I was in school, I'm not joining no frat, bro. I got a bunch of brothers in the locker room because I ain't paying to be in no frat.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we used to tell them. Like I remember when we got to fight with the Qs. I remember it was like the boy told Lonzo Jackson kind of backed up. And the boy told Lonzo, you better choose right. Cause if you whatever you do, you choose, then you gonna get whooped along with him. But man, it was some man. I remember we used to have to give Bo, who used to work the front door, we had to give Bo some supplements to get in the moon for the free 99.
Nah, he wanted some muscle milk.
Some muscle creatine in the moon, no question.
And as a kid, to go out on a little swole at the door, huh?
Man, it's some classic moon, like it's some great, like there's some classic moon stories, dog.
Man, I already knew one.
Like, man, we used to buy bottles of Moet, man, $75. And looking back, you looking like, man, that damn Moet bottle was $15 at the damn store. You know what I'm saying? But it was some times, dog, where I wouldn't change it for the world. I used to date this girl, man. I used to date this girl from Lakeland. You know what I'm saying? She was a dreadnought. Well, we used to have some good times on the moon, Bo. And then, hey, when Chubby's was around.
Chubby's still going.
Man, but Chubby's, niggas has died too many times. Chubby's, man.
Oh, no, you talking about the Chubby's, man. They had to shut Chubby's down, man.
Exactly.
That shit Target right now, bro.
Oh, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Chubby's was in there. Man, I remember man, matter of fact, that same girl I talked about from Lakeland, I met her before that, but I got the number in Chubby's, though. You know what I'm saying? It was, man. You remember Club D?
You better go look her up on Facebook. I can tell. You better go find her. Like, man, I wonder what she's doing right now.
That's my dog. I still know. I know where she at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, one of them ones. You gotta stay in contact with them.
Yeah.
No, but then
everybody got one.
But man, it was. I had a couple. Like
at least one. One minimum.
The 217, but none like that one though. But like, man, we used to, man, them clubs, man, the Club Deep, all of that, man. It used to be. You remember what year? Who the oldest?
I'm the oldest. I graduated 2000. No. I'm sorry. Larry and the oldest.
Yeah, I'm 98. I graduated. I'm 41.
You remember Lucy Hoes?
No, I'm from Savannah.
See, he wasn't in Tallahassee like that.
Yeah, I wasn't in Tallahassee till I got like.
Corey, you remember Lucy Hoes?
No, I wasn't in Tallahassee like that neither. I know Moon, Chubby's.
I heard of Lucy Hoes growing up because I'm from Tallahassee. I heard of it.
Went to the luau. Luau was my shit back then.
Oh, yeah, the luau was
the luau, yeah, the luau used to jump, but man, Lucy Hoes, bro, over there by, man, it's the Chinese. So you know the Chinese restaurant over there by where the Krispy Kreme at? What street?
Yeah,
Monroe
Street.
Yeah, on Monroe. That's where Lucy Hoes used to be at. The restaurant turned into a club at nighttime.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a crazy ass name.
Lucy Hoes.
Lucy Hole.
Hey,
I don't want to fall in no Lucy hole.
Oh, listen, then what was the Jamaican spot was Jamaican spot was it was over there. It was over there near Fab campus. That's something you used to jump to, man. Oh my.
Didn't you run into no female drummer, no baby mama drummer when you was at Florida State?
Well, I caught a case when I was at State, bro.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I caught a case, man. So that was my only drama was I was talking to that girl on the track team. She was mad because she wanted to be my girl, and I was like, you're 265 pounds, 6'3". I can't make you my girl now. Yeah,
and you could have had some specimens though. You were
looking
at a long haul.
You almost had a run.
One time.
She wasn't really my stilo. I like a pigeon-toed. I like a pigeon-toed, bow-legged, and tall. You know what I'm saying?
You said she was 6'3"?
She was a shot putter on the track.
She was shot. I was just about to say she was shot putter. He said she was
stronger than everybody. She was stronger than all the skill position players we had, but she's a clean like 300 of them. Damn. So yeah, man, that was my only drama when she lied on me.
Doing Oklahoma drills in the bedroom.
Oh yeah, man, we was out there wrestling. You know
it was one-on-one drills in practice with you, man.
That one-to-one where you say, "I'll take that down." You don't believe that, do you?
Hey,
I tell people that all the time. You don't believe it, but I do that.
When I started talking to her, the crazy part, I met her in study hall.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember the fellas was like, what? I said, man, the woman said she won't suck me out. I'm like, I might as well. And then so this is right when Wankster came out. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I remember the first time I went over there, I knew I knew she was nasty because nigga, she just finished slurping me up, eating on her face and everything. And then she went and grabbed a high C container out the refrigerator, didn't pour it into a cup. She just took it to the head. Like, won't some?
Man, wow.
No.
So what happened? Like, I'm trying to remember. I don't remember the story, so I don't want to be. What ended up being? What ended up happening?
I had reconstructive surgery like 7 days prior. So, we was talking for a while, and I told her, I was like, hey, man, we don't need to be doing this no more, because my girlfriend was like, my first baby mama, me and her was dating. And so I'm like, man, we got to end this, blah, blah, blah. And so after surgery, shit, nigga, you one of them moves where I'm like, hey, man, I'm going to see if something popping. You know what I'm saying? So I called her up. She was like, oh, yeah, come through, come get me. You know what I mean? She's like, I ain't got no car, come get me. I said, cool, I'll come get you, troop you up. So I come get her, take her back to the spot. And she was like, man, we should be doing this, blah, blah, blah. I said, yeah, let's just one time for the rock. And mind you, I'm still 7 days out of reconstructive surgery. I'm over here like this, arm stuck to my body. So I'm like, all right, you got to get on top or I got to get back. You know what I'm saying? So then, like, we fuck, whatever. So then, like, maybe like 2 weeks later, I'm at theory and practice coaching softball class, and the shot put coach, which so they wanted me to throw shot put in school. You know what I'm saying? So shot put coach goes, hey Trav, let me holler at you. I'm like, all right, what's up? He was like, such and such felt like you took advantage of the friendship. I said, excuse me? I said, cause we were fucking, I don't call her no more. Like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, no. So then he was talking. I was like, man, listen, man, I don't know how to read minds. I don't know what you're saying, man. Speak clearly. You know what I'm saying? So then he said what he said. I'm like, man, you got me fucked up. Nigga, I jack my dick before I take some pussy. You know what I'm saying? So
she accused you of rape.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
So
yeah, I remember that shit now. Like,
so
okay, cool.
So then, like, long story short, like I'm telling, like, we had, investigation, all this other stuff. The school behind me, but we try to deal with this stuff off the books at first. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, no, this is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But then my daddy got involved. He like, hell no, we ain't doing nothing. You didn't do it, fuck, whatever they want to do, we can do it. So he better blow the motherfucking spot up. So then we go to court, all this other shit. They realize I ain't do it because, like I said, nigga, she's 6'3", 265. She power clean 300 pounds. And I literally got my arm with the thing under it like this, in a sling, ain't moving. And, like, she described me like throwing her all over the room, doing all this other crazy shit. Like, this is her story. You know what I'm saying? So then we bought an expert witness for FAM, who, matter of fact, the prosecution tried to hire him first. The prosecution told him, said, no, this is impossible. Because if he did what she's saying he did, he'd have been back in surgery the next day to get all this stuff fixed. Well, they told this dude, hide your evidence. We ain't never had this conversation, basically. So it just so happened that my lawyer at the time and somebody in the prosecution office they were friends, and kind of sent him a message like, hey, go find this person. You know what I'm saying? And so the professor from FAM gave us all the information. Nigga, I was in court probably, it was a 2-day trial. And I was acquitted like, dog, in literally like 10 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that was really the only drama I had. Like, the bitch keyed my car up at one point. Like, she was all time. It was all time crazy. Like, they had her call me, and she so, let me tell you how she stuck in this lie so heavy. Like, she called me on, like, I guess a police recorded line or whatever, right? And was like, Travis, I said no, and this and that. And clear as day, you hear me, bitch, stop lying. Nigga, you didn't say no, we shouldn't do this. You said you KNOW shouldn't be doing this. That's the only no you said, nigga. Knowledge, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know we shouldn't be doing this because you got a girlfriend. Did you or did you not say that? And all of a sudden it became nigga, and then she hung up. I was like, yeah, okay. And then guess what? They had the nerve to try to play this tape in the thing. Nigga, I passed 3 lie detector tests before we went to trial.
Right.
It was like, oh man, you passed a lie detector test, you ain't gotta go. Cool. You sure? Bet. Let's book it up. You know what I'm saying? 3 of them. And
What's that like though? What's that like though? Dealing with like, because I mean that's a regular topic, and with dealing with sports and just in the culture, hip hop, you see it all the time. So in that situation, even after like you prove yourself, you're innocent, you still gonna have like the articles or the accusation. It's still like, Google, like people can Google that shit and it can come up. So what's that like?
And it's still some people like it's still some people that be like, oh, he did it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I know the one thing is, I stood on the truth, bro. And the truth is that, like, it didn't change nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't no, like, I wasn't giving you nothing but the truth. It was always, this is what it is, this is what happened. And one thing about me is, I'm a stickler for details. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was able to tell you what time I left the house that day. I was able to tell you it was raining outside. I was able to tell you what kind of panty drawers she had on. I was able to tell you what happened the first time, just like I was able to tell you when she hit the high seat to the head. It was stuck up here. Because so for me,
I wouldn't forget no shit like that either though.
But for me, it's like I have what they call nonverbal learning disability. So if I had to read shit, if I had to read something, I won't remember it. Yeah. Oh, appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and take it up on it. So if I had to read something, the kids in the chair? Oh, no, I'm looking at my kids. What they doing? They doing? Oh, okay. No, you good. So, like, if I have to read something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I won't remember that. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I see it, if I hear it, if I watch it, I'll never forget it. And I just remember, like, well, I can tell you, Wankster, how I say Wankster just came out? Because nigga, she domed me with Wankster on the TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember all of these occasions. So it was
crazy details.
Exactly. So when I'm telling, so that's why I was so crazy, because when I'm telling this police officer the truth, like, I'm like, listen, I'm giving you details like that you can go find out if you do your real research on everything about our whole relationship, like everything. You know what I'm saying? And me and this girl was sleeping with each other for 6 months or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So it was great, man. My phone finna die in a minute, though, fella.
No, you good, bro. We appreciate you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, Chop, I got one more thing, man. Before you did that, going through that situation, and you talk about waiting your turn, this, that, and the other. So the year that you do start, first team, all ACC, all American selection, end up going first round, this, that, and the other. How was that for you to fulfill that dream of, going back from your dream school to Michigan and ran the pros and cons of that, then flipping and say, okay, my reality school is FSU, and they're going to get me to the next level?
Well, the crazy part is if I don't catch that charge, I actually leave my sophomore. Well, I'm thinking about leaving my sophomore year, my redshirt sophomore year. I had a second round grade that year. You know what I'm saying? So that charge kept me in school, and then I went from a second round grade to having an undraftable grade for my junior year. So then I was forced to come back my senior year. So it was like my back was against the wall. So it was all a culmination of, listening to Odell, listening to my daddy. Odell saying, you stick with me, I'll make your first round pick. And he did that. You know what I'm saying?
I just like him too. That's the crazy part about
it. And he did that, man. So for me, it was just, once again, fulfilling dreams. You know what I'm saying? And continue to figure out, like, okay, now I did this. Now how do I do this? You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't ask for nothing different, man. Like, it was everything I wanted to be. I made a shit ton of money, man. I got to meet a lot of people, man. I'm still making money off of it. And, I still get to be in the game, be around the game, and I love it, man. I couldn't change it for the world.
All right, most definitely, Trap. Appreciate you coming on. Let people know where they can find you at.
Bet. Y'all boy be easy now.
Already, man. We'll do. Man. Trap said they can find me where they can find me.
Right, for real.
Phone about to die, player. Right. Hey, man, dope interview. I forgot about that whole thing, man.
He did go through that situation. It's crazy. It's crazy that he shed light on that and gave details on it, because these cats go through situations like that all the time, man, and it's unfortunate. And a lot of times, it's situations where stuff really do happen, And you got situations like what Trav went through that kind of, make you look at allegations differently for that various reasons. So it's bad on both sides, for the victim and the actual accuser. So yeah, man, shout out to him for getting through that and still making good in this situation.
No doubt. Let's get a quick little ad read, and then we can do some big three talk. Hugh should be pulling up in a little bit. We'll squeeze in what we can squeeze in, man. We may have to do a part 1, part 2 of this episode, to be real with you, dog. What we got with the prize picks, though, man? And I'm in the prize pick game, man.
In part 2, I'm gonna be snoring.
Right? I feel you. Man, that to me, bro. That shit, that was a good conversation, man.
Oh yeah.
It was real.
It was shit too real, bro.
Right. Here we go. Prize picks. Prize picks is the easy way to play daily fantasy. It's daily fantasy simplified. It's just you versus the projected numbers. You could choose some yards, touchdowns, fantasy points, and much more. You can also pick from football, boxing, MMA to soccer. Download Prize Picks right now and they'll match your deposit 100% up to $100. Again, if you download Prize Picks right now, they will match your deposit 100% up to $100. Use promo code ROLLUP.
No doubt. All right, until then, we'll do some big three talk. What y'all want to talk? Y'all want to talk post draft? Y'all want to talk? Do your recruiting updates? What we want to get into first, man?
Let's get the draft out of the way a little bit, I guess. Go ahead. I guess since Kiera went first, man, you could be the first off the board, man. Shout out to Elam for being first.
Which pick was that in? Was 16?
No, it was in the 20s, wasn't it?
No, it was in the 20s because he went to the Pats, right?
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah. So it would have had to been 20s.
23 or something like that.
Yeah, because the Bills, they had a good year. They were playoff team.
Excuse me.
23rd pick.
23rd pick. Okay, correct. Shout out to my man Kair. Went to the 23rd pick. I was getting some. I think I told y'all pre-show that I think they was getting some feedback from San Diego, some of them type of teams. After that 40 time, I knew once he hit 4-3, he hit first round. So it was dope to see. You know what I'm saying? These kids' dreams be fulfilled. I thought like a lot of the content that came out post draft with him in his interview with Buffalo was fire ass content.
Oh hell yeah!
How he broke down film. Yeah, man, that was just dope shit of him breaking down and just interviewing in that process. So man, just shout out to Kair, man. Another first round DBU came through. Dope shit.
All right, yeah, missed with the last part, but yeah, man, shout out to him for that though, man. That is dope though, especially seeing everything that led up to it, the interview, the combine, him talking about how he watched film throughout the season and this, that, and other. Him held on the phone celebrating being drafted, but shit, at the same time, man, send the playbook on the plane too and ready to work. So man, that's shout out to him and shout out his pops too, man. You see, you have a relationship with A, man. It seems like he's raised a real good young man and got his head on straight. Is doing it the right way.
Man, it's hard to find them kids that just focus, don't give a fuck about nothing but just business. And you know what I'm saying? Education. And he's just been a kid that ain't been about none of the shenanigans, just all business, man. I've taken my son to watch him work out, you know what I'm saying, a lot, just because I admire like young, focused kids. Because I've been that age playing ball and like just knew like if you could play a little bit, it's easy to have an ego and be arrogant and not work hard. Especially when you're the best on the field. So seeing them guys do that, man, then fulfill their dreams, bro, it's just dope shit. Jermaine, everybody that got drafted, period. But Zach Carter went 3rd round. I thought that was a great spot for him, man. I had him more 4th or 5th, man. I thought 3rd was good. It was good that he came back. He made a lot of money, man. Shout out to him. He's going to Cincinnati Bengals. And then my man Damian Pierce went to Houston Texans, which is a beautiful spot right now, man. Houston's a spot to be. It's popping out there. I think he went in the 4th, 5th rounds. 5th round. 4th round. 4th round pick Damian Pierce, which is another great spot for him. I had Malik maybe getting drafted, but he didn't get drafted. Those are 3 draft picks. Solid draft. Nothing too crazy. A lot of free agents. Jermaine went 1st round.
Yeah, so Jermaine went 1st round, number 26 to the New York Jets. It was kind of a shock though, man, for a lot of people. We I know me personally having gone top 10 we just had the conversation with Trav. He felt like he was a top 10 pick also. Not really sure what happened. I know the Jets had him. They valued him pretty high. They considered taking him at 10, but they also had the receiver they wanted to take also at shot reading comment to Harlan. But yeah, they wanted to take. They had him on the board at 10, but they just wanted to see how the receiver board shook out. If the receiver they took, Garrett Wilson, wasn't available, if he was already off the board, I'm pretty sure they'd grab Jermaine at 10. But they got a receiver they couldn't pass.
CJ was so sad, man. Ravens had a beautiful draft, dog. They just draft their ass off. CJ mad because they ain't get Jermaine.
They ain't get Jermaine. But looking in hindsight, though, man, the Ravens did that thing, man. A lot of people said they had the best draft overall. I was just being a little emotional because, man, that Jermaine just felt so damn good at 14 for us. But at the same time, Kyle Hamilton was projected to go top 5 for a lot of damn mocks. He had a little slower 40 time, but shit, the film no freaking lie.
Bro, that was my guy. Once I seen him play the Florida State game,
yeah, that pick he made against Trav, he made an A type interception from one hash to the other end of the other.
That was some different shit. I said, I ain't really knew who he was before then like that. To be honest with you, once I saw that play, I said that kid finna play on Sundays and go first round, bro.
Yeah, people talk about Jermaine's game against Notre Dame, how he dominated, but Kyle had a fucking game against us, man. Like
for sure,
he legit dominated that game. That's the type of play special safeties make. Ed Reed type of play. You don't go from one hash to not even one hash to another, one hash to the complete opposite sideline to make that type of interception. That's big time. So the Ravens got good value with him at the 14th pick. But the Jets traded back into the first round and got their guy in Jermaine and locked up a pretty good draft.
Jets had a good draft pick. Yeah, I think they did. Jets had a good draft.
Yeah, they did really good overall. But yeah, we didn't have anyone else drafted. I thought that Ja'Shawn Corbin would get drafted. I thought Kier Thomas would get drafted. Kier really surprised me, man, because he was real productive at South Carolina. He was real productive at Florida State. I get the measurables, not really a freak of nature when it comes to the size. He has a little bit of shorter arms also, but the production is there, man. So hopefully he gets on to a team. He signed with the LA Rams. Hopefully he stick with that team, get to learn behind Donald and those guys. Corbin was a shocker too. I do think Corbin could have probably benefited by coming back to school. As you guys know, when he was at Texas A&M, he had that horrible hip injury. So last year he put really productive tape out. So I think if it came out another year and put positive film out, positive film out and mean another year removed from that knee injury, it could have helped his draft stock a little bit, man. But he did sign a pretty good deal, free agent deal with the New York Giants. I think it was one of the richest free agent deals that was given. I think over $100,000 in guarantees. So shout out to Ja'Shawn for a pretty good deal with the New York Giants, man. But I just kind of wish he came back to school. And I want to speak on that a lot of the timeline was talking about that Andrew Parchment deal with the Carolina Panthers. He signed a rookie free agent, and on paper,
what was that about?
Yeah, so on paper it says 3 years, $2.5 million, but that's the standard for all undrafted free agents. What you look at is the dead money that's actually guaranteed to those undrafted free agents, and how much of they hit against the cap. If you have zero against the cap, which Andrew Parchment does, he has zero against the cap for the Carolina Panthers, and none of that is really guaranteed at all. He's, be honest with you, the deal I think he's like $2,000 in guarantees. So he have to do a lot to really make that roster. Rooted for him, but want to speak on that for the timeline because they saw the 2.5, but that's standard for all undrafted free agents. So in the NFL, none of that stuff is guaranteed. You got to look at the dead money and the money that's actually going against the cap. So he didn't have any money going against the cap, from what I believe. Just want to clear that up.
Shout out to my man, real quick before I move on, man. Former Gator, James Houston, man. The first draft pick from that Deion. The whole Deion regime.
Jackson State, man. So shout out my man James Houston, man. One of them killers, man. I had him on my killer regime for a lot of years, man. One we should have kept in that locker room, but they couldn't make it happen. Dan Mullen and that staff, they had some button of heads, and he ended up leaving. Got himself drafted, bro. I think he's gonna be in the NFL a long time, man. Congrats.
All right, and that concludes draft talk, man. Get on, we'll keep it moving, baby. What else we got on the docket, man?
What y'all got for the recruiting front?
Recruiting.
No, man, you had a draft pick, man. Talk about the draft pick in your draft lot. No, I'm just joking, man. You got to talk about the
his
draft
name.
lot.
What
I
my notes
thought
say?
Boda would get a crack, man. Boda was just like, just call me, cuz.
I thought Rambo
Hey.
going undrafted was crazy to me. That was wild to me. I thought Rambo would definitely get a shot.
Both of them boys did historical receiving numbers at Miami.
Him
Harley and Rambo, and they both didn't get their name called. They can still make some money and still have long careers.
Oh
It's all
yeah,
good.
yeah. Harley didn't shock me quite as much. Rambo, I thought was a little bit more of a shock as far as not going drafted.
You told a lot of lies about Rambo.
I might tell some truth. We'll see. Like you
Yeah,
said, he went to Carolina. I think that's a great landing spot for him. Actually, I don't think there's a lot of wide receiver depth there. There's a couple players there, but I think that's a good. I would think that was a smart move for him. So
yeah, that's what's good about free agents. You can turn into a recruit at that point.
Right. Yeah. At that point, you get to the for yourself.
When you get to the 6th round, when you get around the 6th round, and
you might as well wait it
out.
out.
I really pick that spot.
Right. I wouldn't even answer the phone at that point in time. It's better situation being an undrafted free agent because you can pick your spot and pick the situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ford ended up going for us to the Packers in the 6th round. I think the streak now is 48 drafts or whatever. We almost didn't make it. We just almost didn't get nobody drafted. So that was dope to keep the streak going. And then everybody else, most of the other guys that I thought would stand like a late draft pick, like even De'Aaron King. I thought De'Aaron might be a 6th, 7th round guy just from the athleticism. He ended up in New England. Which I kind of like, they've used, you look at like a Julian Edelman type. So I think the culture over there, they know how to use a gadget guy like him.
Right.
So I think that may be a good fit for him. We'll see how that all pans out.
Wasn't like Wes Welker like a quarterback too? Wasn't one of them slot boys?
Julian Edelman was.
Edelman.
I don't know if Wes was, yeah.
It was Edelman.
Yeah.
Bubba Bolden ended up with the Seattle Seahawks. Like we said, Harley ended up with the Cleveland Browns. Navon Donaldson is with the Giants. But I don't even think he got an undrafted free agent thing. I think they did it's like something below that. I can't remember exactly what they call it, but so hopefully he gets an opportunity there. And I think who else we had? What's his name? DeAndre Johnson. DeAndre Johnson ended up signing with the Dolphins. We had Amari Carter sign with the Bears. Jared Williams with the Eagles, and Zach McCloud ended up with the Vikings. He got the best deal out of everybody, though. He got like a better deal than some late draft picks. He got like 250 with 225 guaranteed.
Can't beat that at all. That's solid.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. I was like, man, that's pretty good money coming. That's an undrafted free agent. So, but I think Zach might be able to cut out one of them roles, man. Like, I don't think he's ever going to be like a NFL starter, but I could see him being like a special teams guy, like a career special teams dude. So we'll see how that all pans out for him. That's probably some of the vision they got for him because he is an athletic guy, generally speaking. I mean, he put on all that weight to play DN, and wasn't his natural position, but I think he did okay for us in that role. Not great, obviously. So we'll see how his career shapes out. Obviously, Minnesota sees a little something in him. We'll see how that pans out.
The Ravens had a really good, even in the free agent department, they went and got my man Jeremiah Moon. So y'all cooking up.
That was a solid. Yeah, that was solid.
That's solid. I'm just kidding a little bit, but
no, as far as the free agent he is though.
Yeah, it's a good free agent. Tyrone Truesdale went to the Giants. I didn't go with my free agents. Antonio Valentino went to the Giants as well. Shout out to them boys. Malik Davis went to the Cowboys. Gene Delance went to the Bears. That rounds out our free agents.
Good shit. Any
shit, I just knock out my FSU dudes right now, man.
Go.
It's a name to look out for in the portal. Charlotte's offensive lineman Dimitri Emmanuel. He recently entered the portal. It's a familiar name in the sense that Coach Atkins was the offensive coordinator at Charlotte, and he coached Dimitri for 1 year while he was there. Dimitri is a 3-year starter for Charlotte. Over 15,000 plus snaps, 24 career starts. Versatility guy, about 6'2", 6'3", 300 pounds. He started at left tackle, right tackle, and guard at Charlotte. So I'm pretty sure if we get him, he'll be a possible interior guy, not as far as a left tackle or right tackle due to the 6'2", 6'3" measurables.
6'2".
Yeah,
that's like a center.
Yeah, seems like an inside guy. So I'm all for bolstering the offensive line because we need talent across the board, not just at tackle. I know we speak about the tackles as it is, because that's the glamour position and the glaring need. But if you could bolster up a position with a guy that's had over 20 plus starts and has been an all conference type player, definitely sign me up. He had a 69.1 overall grade from our Pro Football Focus with a 76.5 pass blocking grade, which is pretty good. So I definitely take that as an addition. Not saying that he will or will not, but just something to keep our eye on with the ties to Coach Atkins, coaching him at Charlotte. Samuel Singleton, 4-star running back out of Fleming Island, said he will probably take an official visit to FSU in June. Randy Shannon just recently offered, this was an interesting offer to me, a linebacker out of California, 4-star linebacker, Pro 247, Blake, I want to say Nicholson or Nicholson, not sure the pronunciation, spelled Nichhelson, from California. So he's trying to lock down an official visit in June. So we'll see how that goes. Just a eye to keep it, a name to keep your eye on, so to speak, in regards to the offers that's going out. And with the coaches getting on the road now, you should see a lot more of these offers. Once they actually get on the road and go to these practices and lay eyes on kids for themselves instead of just okay, we've seen the film checked out. Let's go see if the measures check out ourselves and how he works in practice, this, that, and other. Extending offers from there, and also future offers with younger classes. That's all I got from the FSU point.
That's what's up. Like you said, quiet time right now. A couple of transfers for us to hit the portal. Daz Worsham, wide receiver. He was a 4-star kid out of Alabama. From what I heard, Daz looked good, but he still was just kind of towards the bottom as far as the depth chart goes. So he ended up making a move. I wouldn't be surprised to see him kind of be a kid that may end up thriving later on. A lot of times, when I see these guys go in the portal, I'm like, if I could talk to him, I'll say, son, you might as well get an education. And you may not necessarily want to just, bounce all around for no reason. But I think Daz might end up being a solid college football player. We'll see. Name I'm definitely going to try to kind of keep my ear out for and just see what he ends up doing ultimately. Troutman, the young man that was in a little domestic situation the other day, him and his girlfriend ended up getting charged on that. He decided to go ahead and hit the portal as well. So, best of luck to him. Think he needs, a little reset, a little clean up of the image, and maybe get from around there and do a little reset. So best of luck to him as well. Speaking of the portal, I brought up Gentry kid from Arizona State. He did go ahead and make a decision. He ended up at USC, which is where most people expected him to go. But just a name that was out there that we expected to attack somewhat because just trying to upgrade at that linebacker room in general. And let's see. Outside of that, a couple of offers, not too major. 3-star Julian Randolph, tight end out of the Virginia area, 6'5", 210. He was committed to Vandy, and he recently decommitted, so got on the road, offered him up. So see how that goes. Another guy we offered out of California, 3-star Jamari Johnson. He's 6'5", 250. So he's a really big kid. He's listed as an athlete / tight end. I just saw him right before we got the recording, so I'm not sure. I'm assuming he must have been playing DN on top of or interior that big at high school level. But Field is the one who gave him the offer, and he's the tight end coach. He's the one that helped us land Skinner and Jordan, and he's done a good job over there. So that would be an interesting name to see in general. I'm like, well, is he going to be a tight end? Because 250 is pretty big at that age. So we'll see kind of how his body naturally wants to develop. But just an offer at this point anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Outside of that, man, we made a couple of guys, top of the list. Oh, we did have one more offer. I'm sorry. Unranked at this time, Emory Williams, quarterback, 6'4", 195 out of Milton. I think he's a bit of a contingency plan. Again, the guy I don't know anything about. I didn't have a chance to look at his film. He was offered by Ponce, so we'll see if he's more of a contingency plan. I don't imagine they plan on bringing in two, but the quarterback market right now, it's been slow for all the schools. None of us got to fish in the boat just yet. Well, is your guy still with y'all, CJ?
Yeah, Parsons, he's locked in.
Okay. I remember, he got a little upset about something, and I don't remember if he ended up moving out. So, yeah.
The Moore, the 5-star quarterback out of Detroit.
Oh, yeah, that visited. Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, that's the thing. I think we are still in it for Moore and Rashada. I don't think those are shut down yet, but maybe as a contingency or a guy that they just look at as developmental, that he may see himself in that role as well. So we'll see how it goes. I looked at his offers. He had like Indiana. I want to say maybe West Virginia. I can't remember off the top of the head. Well, something to keep an eye on. And then we made a couple of top for Tony Rojas. We in there with UGA, Penn, and Clemson. And Malik Bryant dropped his top 5. And we're in there with Florida, USC, Bama, and Central Florida. Well, I don't want to really count Central Florida, but they on there. So they did make a stop. And that is pretty much all we got going on right now down in Coral Gables.
Speaking of the top 5, I stepped away during the seminal portion of the show. The updates. Will Norman.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, Will Norman dropped this top 5, and I think Florida was in it. FSU wasn't in it, and he visited. And it was. I thought we did get some traction because he visited in the spring. It was supposed to be a courtesy visit, but he ended up staying longer on the visit. I guess he enjoyed his time or whatnot, and started posting FSU stuff and things like that. But didn't put us in his top 5. I think we made traction with him on that visit, but I think we were just so far out from the other cats. It was just too much to overcome at that point in time when he dropped the list. I'm not sure when his commitment date is, but I do foresee them still to pursue him, this, that, and other, still to recruit him. But yeah, Will Norman did drop his top 5, and I could pull it up. They had Florida, Penn State, who I'm hearing is the favorite. I'm not sure what Florida stands. So,
I don't think. I wasn't shocked. I think we feel good where we at. I don't think we lead.
Yeah, it was Florida, LSU, A&M, Michigan, and Penn State.
Yeah. I think we like
defensive tackle from IMG.
Okay.
That whole the IMG crowd. I like where we at in their recruitment. We got some good vibes. Of course, we got to land some shit, but I like the energy we getting from IMG with the new staff so far. And we got a Kamari from there, and that relationship's helping out with a lot of these kids as well. But we'll see where we at with Will Norman. Some big dogs in play for him. Another one, we took a commit from a 2022 class, so the previous class. Counts back a JUCO, Jordan Herman, offensive tackle, ranked low as hell. 3-star. I ain't getting to all the numbers, but we got this commit last night.
What his offers looking like?
Offers was I don't think about shit in either. You know what I'm saying? I think he had like maybe 1 or 2 D1 offers outside of us.
I think JUCO got drowned a little bit. I think you could go find some gems out there. I think this kid is raw. But to be able to count back towards our 2022 class, there's not a lot in the transfer portal. We need some depth. This is a depth play. I think he's similar to the kid that the Waits kid that's already Cameron Waits, the offensive tackle that transferred from Louisiana, basketball kid doing all type of windmill dunks. And when you turn on his film or retweet some of the clips he got on Twitter, I think the athleticism is there. Kid's huge, and a lot of potential. No immediate help right there in the trenches. Developmental play. Not mad at it at all. It counts back. Doesn't count towards this class.
I mean, you gotta like big athletes, you know.
That's a good point too. With the offers and where they may stand with the offers, you could question those offers. When we bring up the JUCO and how they possibly got drowned out, a lot of those kids do get drowned out and kind of overlooked.
They didn't have They didn't have season. Then they came back and it was all this transfer portal. A lot of JUCO kids are lost in the sauce, bro.
Yeah, they had that COVID year too. Yeah, so JUCO ball it's a tricky situation. So you can catch some gems from this. It's just about doing your research and
I ain't finna hype it. I think this kid's gonna start for us one day. I think he is. I think he's gonna be a starter. I don't know if he's gonna be offensive tackle, but the athleticism, what I see, the aggression, the film, kid can move, can play. It's hard to find a kid 350 pounds that could get off the ground and move in space and do the things he do. So I think he's gonna be a starter for us in the future. But it's a developmental play, and this is not like a world beater to be beating your chest about.
Yeah, it's a developmental position. I think I like every class to kind of grab, you know, at least one of those guys like that. I would like personally. It's just I like them when they have that basketball background like that. So I know they got pretty good feet.
Right.
You know, so you take a flyer on one of these guys at the bottom of your class. I think that's just a smart play. It's the most developmental position in the game, anyways. You got to get their weight up, and the technique is so.
Now his weight is up.
Well, his weight, yeah, he already 350.
I don't know how long he's been playing football. I think he started playing fairly late, but there's just some just seasoning. And Rob Stell and Stapleton are seasoned offensive linemen. They developed offensive linemen very well in Louisiana, so they got a good eye for this. I just think he's got to be taught the position very well. Athleticism and toughness, like he got all that shit. The mean street, when you cut the film on, he mauling shit. Like he trying to fuck people up. A lot of that shit he doing is holding. And you can't be doing as an offensive lineman, just slinging people around and shit. They'll call holding on that. So they got to teach them how to play the position. But the potential and the aggression and the size and strength is there for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bottom of your class, I'm always excited about the possibility to see where they might end up. You know, you don't want to build obviously your class on that, but yeah, stack one of those toward the end.
Yeah, it's 2022 class.
Yeah. Anyway. Got anything else?
Yeah. A few more things. Creed Whitmore, younger brother Trent Whitmore, a Gainesville native, should be committing this weekend. I'm not sure to who, but he's committing this weekend. Pretty much down to, I think, down to nobody. I think it's gonna be us. He got some good offers. I don't know what position we recruit him at if he's committing to us. If it is wide receiver, it's not. I'm not really high on that, to be real with you. It's a lot of talent at the position in the state. But I'm gonna let it play out. He does have, I think, like Notre Dame and some other pretty big offers that worth batting your eye at. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's a home run thing, and we for sure getting him because he got some good offers. But that's just one to look out for Saturday.
I feel you.
Caleb Lavelle is an offer that went out at linebacker that I thought was one to watch. His offers right now are Miami, UNC, Duke, Virginia Tech, and Pittsburgh, which is concerning. A lot of ACC shit going on. But he has some good stats, man. 118 tackles, 75 total. And I think some of the evaluations are a little behind. We'll see if they catch up. I got him towards the bottom of my board right now if I would do linebacker boards. I'm not going to do the pecking order right now, but I'm just hoping that's not a take right now. I'm just, you know what I'm saying, surveying the land. Surveying the land.
transfer in the transfer market, Ricky Pearsall should be visiting this week. He's supposed to decide towards the end of May. The Arizona State wide receiver said it's not going to come down to NIL deal. He's just looking for the best situation to get him to the to the NFL. He's down to Oregon, Auburn, and us, of course. I've already said my opinion on him. I'm just not that high on him. I think we need some speed, some shit to take the top off of the defense. We could use quality, I guess, senior, older depth at the position. But I'm not high on this take, not excited about it, but they're recruiting them. I want to see if they land them. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what's up. Jermaine Lowell is the guy in the transfer market that I'm very interested in. Arizona State defensive end. He was first team All-Pac before he got injured. Had an injury. He was out for the season, but he's back healthy and in the transfer market. He's a guy that we out pretty heavy right now. We'll see where we at in his recruitment and who else is out to him. But when you cut the film on, it's a lot to desire and like. And we can use that in our trenches at the defensive tackle position. Feel me?
Yeah,
For sure.
I definitely feel on that. Harlan just kind of broke some Big Three news. Well, not necessarily Big Three news, but kind of relative to the Big Three. Brandon Ennis is just being crystal ball to Ohio State.
I've been crystal ball them.
Not Ohio State, USC.
Oh yeah. Oh, US. Yeah, you're right. Yeah,
You
you're
said
right.
Ohio State.
Ohio State did climb up. Yeah.
Your receiver, you got kind of like it's hard to turn down Ohio State right now. What they got?
Best receiver coach in the game, man.
Hey, relax, boy.
Nah, bro, nah,
Hey, man,
nah.
I don't want no beef with Tia, cuz I don't want no problem, man.
I don't want to revisit that conversation again. With that, oh my god,
See out in these streets.
right?
I seen it on the Instagram story. I said, "Oh, that's why we ain't getting no good clips from you. You out here running around."
Hot girl summer.
Yeah, it's warming up.
She living. She getting
She out
towards
here
that.
living. Yeah. Ain't mad at it.
But yeah, though, man, as a receiver, though, man, Brian Hartline is killing the recruiting trail. Like he's killing it. Dude getting basically whatever he wants.
Damn shame. They said Mario's coming to lock down South Florida, man. This shit just going everywhere, dog. It's crazy.
Yeah, they say a lot of shit. They say all kind of shit, my boy.
They do. That's a fact.
They definitely do.
That's
Yeah,
a
they
fact,
definitely
man. That's a fact, though. I like that. They say a lot of shit.
do. Larry ain't never say nothing that crazy. Boy, I don't get that high, boy. Lock down Florida, like South Florida. Nah, I ain't gonna lock it down.
All right, but I do want to talk. All right, until we get, he was supposed to be pulling up. We're waiting on you to pull up. He on the boat right now and say he's just waiting to get back to like good service. And if it happens, it happens. Now we have to get you next week, baby, because I'm tired as hell.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yo.
Shout out to his own.
Well, say
Yeah.
you say he living on a damn boat.
He said he on the boat right now. I stopped in the middle of the travel interview. Talk. He's like, "Yo, I'm on the boat, trying to get back to good service and pull it up on my."
That lets you know the money good, boy.
I'm
Come on,
on
bro.
the boat. I'm
Remember
on
that
the
song?
boat.
Getting back later than I thought.
All good. We'll reschedule it.
Hey, no, we here. We got a new format too that we rolling out. I'm getting to this SI article and some of the NIL news that dropped. And we're gonna drop a new format. So we're gonna be getting y'all some more frequent episodes that aren't like 3-hour mini series, documentary style, Spike Lee joints. You know what I'm saying? We'll try something for like a month or so, give y'all a different format, and then we'll go back to the regular format during the season. We'll see how the people like it. How about that? Let's talk about this SI article, man. Written by Ross Dillinger. The headline reads: Task Force to Big Money Boosters. NIL sanctions could be coming. That's what they shit headline. I first seen it when Darren Heitner tweeted it out. One of the key things in the tweets, and I don't know how they took this man article from that to here's what Darren tweet read. It said, it appears from Ross Dillinger's article that the NCAA is focusing on not only booster-led NIL collectors, but all boosters who are using NIL to recruit high school prospects and college athletes in the transfer portal. Thought I'd clear that up.
I think he had a follow tweet to that too.
Yeah, he had a bunch of tweets about it.
Yeah, he had named somebody specifically. I don't know the dude. I don't know the name or nothing, but
You don't know the name?
nah.
Okay, good. Keep it
In the
going.
article,
Some
man,
people call him Poppy. Some people call him
yeah,
Papa.
Some people call me Poppy. Some people call me Daddy.
I just hope it's women.
Right. And
Yeah,
not grown,
you know,
and
hey.
not grown men on the
I
internet.
can't tell grown men what to call me.
real quick, man. In the article, they did mention him, so it was just funny how like some of the fans just react to stuff. So people see on the tweet that original tweet
Collective.
that they seen collective, so everybody just thinks, oh, all the collectives are getting shut down. But bro, it's like everything that was written, all this came out from the university. These are people they're smart, so they see the problem could be with the boosters, so they're gonna write whatever rules and laws they want NCAA to enforce. They're gonna write that shit up to cover themselves, and the boosters is the problem, not the word collective. So I knew from gate this was like a whole booster play. But it was some interesting stuff in this article. And this is some of the shit that we've been talking about, like just like how loud it could be. I think a lot of people are doing some of this shit because Ruiz is in the article and they said that 2 schools so far have been sent inquiries from the NCAA, and it was BYU and Miami.
I wonder why.
Loud, bro.
I do want to know about BYU. What about BYU?
I don't mind. I don't care how he's doing business, and he should.
Right,
like,
just loud and wrong. When you breaking commit, like we talked about this, when you breaking commits, and then on the internet you breaking commits, breaking news, such and such committed $400 dang, whatever. Like you just moving in the wrong way. We said it could bring the wrong attention to it, and here we are. But I do like what he's doing for the student athletes, so to speak. I'm not discrediting that at all. Don't mince those words. I do like what he's doing for the student athletes. I do like the student athletes taking advantage of the situation, getting their bread when they're due to it. It's just a way to do things. Because we all know what it is, what this NIL is turning to, which isn't what the original intent was. But when you're being
it's always going to be pay for play, though. Like we know what it's going to be, but you got to be smart enough to know, like you can't just like, and then because soon they get loud with it, bro, they're gonna bring rules. These people just gonna let you just go wild west and go crazy. On the insert, go ahead, my bad.
Oh no, I was just going to say, I think that at least I think everybody here. And maybe Mr. Ruiz as well had the foresight to kind of know some of this stuff was. I knew they was going to change.
What happened? Let me just jump on this shit right now.
Jump on it early because, like, I knew, hey, they're going to see, and then we'll just adjust. We see
the loophole. Let's take advantage of the loophole while we still can.
But I kind of go back to some of like what Silk has mentioned in the past too. Like, I don't know if the NCAA is going to be a governing body of football at all soon.
Yeah, not too long.
So I mean, they could try to get this thing, quote unquote, under control and figure out because we don't know.
Y'all keep talking about NCAA. I keep telling y'all the colleges run that shit. So the NCAA gonna be around. The universities need them to control these boosters and this NIL shit. They're gonna be around because they only work for the colleges, bro. So the colleges want the NCAA around. They're gonna pay and keep them around.
They do, yeah. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna see how, because I think these kids just gonna be employees in a minute.
Yeah, no doubt.
Then you got to look at how to structure that. It's an interesting time to be alive in general because I would like to see how much collegiate, especially football, could possibly change in the next 5 to 10 years. I think you could see. I don't know if it's gonna be here. I don't know. Feels weird to me. That's my y'all take a clip of that. No college football in 10 years.
The article was saying the schools in the boosters. I want to break down like certain parts of the article a little bit. That way the audience, the people that are listening, that have no idea what we're probably talking about. You go check it out on SI, but the article is pretty much breaking down the NCAA's concerns with the NIL. A new NCAA working group tasked with reviewing NIL spent the past month creating a multi-page document of guidelines, an addendum to organize interim NIL policy released last summer. The guidelines are being rushed through the NCAA governance system and could be approved within a week's time, sources say. They are expected to be the first of what could be ongoing clarity from leadership about the new and complicated space. The draft of guidelines is being circulated this week in Phoenix, where more than 200 administrators and coaches from at least 4 conferences hold their annual spring meetings. The administrative council of the NCAA Board of Directors meets Monday, at which point they can rubber stamp the draft. Pretty much, they about to have this shit all like figured out real quick. They've been working on this shit the entire time. But later on in the article, it started speaking about the boosters in the collective. Some boosters and collectives are managed by platforms such as Open Doors that ensure to remain in compliance by tracking all athlete deals. Others are managed by sports agents and savvy attorneys who kept documentations of their communication and quid pro quos. The donor who has drawn the most scrutiny is John Ruiz, a lawyer in Miami whose payroll includes more than 100 Miami Hurricane athletes across a variety of sports. He expects to spend $10 million this year to have South Florida players endorse his two companies, LifeWater, a healthcare application, and a cigarette boat racing team. About 10 days ago, Ruiz used his own Twitter account to announce that Miami received a commitment from Kansas State transfer Nigel Pack, and that he, Ruiz, signed the hoop star to a 2-year deal for $400,000 a year. Ruiz tells Sports Illustrated he communicates with player agents to arrange deals, but he is in compliance with state law.
Yeah, and we just got to see how they're going to move the goalposts. I mean, you know, we always come in and shake it up.
Then it's two, but that's what I'm saying.
Next Miami
the increase, and they saying what he's saying in the article is like sanctions are on the way. You know, it's just journalism, so he could be clickbaiting. I ain't finna like get all hyped up about it, but like just even that name, like you don't. I just think it's a way to do all this shit and keep your name out of it. You know what I'm saying? And the general manager, that's the shit that NCAA afraid of as well. That's why they speaking about like he himself, the way that journal. That journalist worded that shit. The way he typed it up was saying, yo, this guy himself, the same guy that's doing these deals, he's a booster. He's on Twitter himself, tweeting about these deals and how much money they are on the app.
Big flexing, man.
No, that's big sloppy. That's big. That's big sloppy, big goofy, bro. Real
I mean, that's your opinion.
Real G's moving silence like lasagna. Yeah, that's what we on here for.
Yeah.
We on here to get off opinions.
Yeah, no, like I think we said this. I said this a couple shows back. I think like big. I don't know, man. It just seemed like want a little Twitter fame, a little Twitter cloud, just the fame of it. Because like if you big dog status like that, man, it's like whatever. I'm making these moves. That's literally what it is. Business as usual. But then it could be a recruiting tactic too, to attract more people, but at the same time, I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Ain't no sense you trying to know because you ain't got his money.
Trying to make sense of this one.
You trying to figure out what you would do if you was him, but you ain't him.
I ain't got money.
Not necessarily that. I'm trying to because it just seems goofy in hindsight, like what he's doing because it's bringing this unwanted attention.
I don't have to have that much money to know that I ain't gonna be goofy on Twitter doing no like contract talking, like talking that type of negotiating and bullshit on Twitter, bro. I don't gotta be rich to know that.
I'm not saying you specifically. I'm saying anybody that's trying to like come up with how they'll do it and what they'll do. I mean, I don't know.
I just do it like everybody else doing it.
I might
that
not
damn difficult. You might not, but you saying it like you saying like it's far fetched. There's only one goofball in the whole country.
I mean, it's what it is.
It's only one, bro. Only one person doing this in the whole country. Shout out to him. He made the article, dog. Shout out to that, man.
Yeah,
but it's funny how when it first dropped, everybody saw Collective and thought like, oh, the Gator Collective and FSU Spirit, whatever they got going on is out of here. Nah, man, is in the article that started this whole shit. Y'all boys need to learn to read before you jump to the trolls.
I ain't see all that.
Yeah, it's for them.
It's what now?
It's for them. They know who it's for.
They know. Yeah. But nah, I mean, this how maybe he do want to be famous. Some people want to be. Jerry Jones be on TV all the fucking time, talking all the time, wanting to be the GM, like he's the GM. So maybe that's what it is.
Shit. Yeah, he is.
Maybe he want to be a star. Hey, I can't tell a man what to do. We sure appreciate that money you kicking out, though, my boy.
Nah, that's why we cover it, though. And when people say, "Oh, why are they talking about it?" We first of all we cover like this demographic. Everything around it, the vibes. You know what I'm saying? We don't just gossiping because a dude got money. They had nothing to do with nothing. We cover the vibes. And now that we've been covering it, somebody else is covering the vibes, right? Sports Illustrated thought it was interesting to cover the same thing we've been talking about on this podcast from week to week.
Yeah.
We journalists on here, man. So we covering like interesting shit that's going on in the culture, bro. It ain't nothing weird. This is what we do, man.
Who's this? Ross Dellinger?
Yeah.
Shout out, man. We appreciate your listenership, bro. The heartbeat of college football, baby. The roll.
So it's gonna be interesting, dog, to see how this plays out.
Just cite us next time, man. Cite your sources.
Yeah, cite your sources next time, bro. Cite your sources. Everybody be trying to make bread off and like bacon and Big 3 a little bit. Mike Farrell try to get his shit out. Try to get us off a tweet he put out this week.
I saw that.
To be most successful in the next 10 years. Where he got his shit out. Shout out to Mike, man. Everybody
he got it.
Out.
He said in the Big 3, he got it. Canes, Gators, FSU, and then
you know this shit. He know these journalists know what demographic get the arguing and getting shit going. They use y'all for like engagement. But go ahead, Larry Young.
Oh, nah. And then the very next tweet was UCF going to be better than all of them this season. So I was like, see, I retweeted both, right? Just to show people, like, listen, man.
Just to get it going.
He just a man with an opinion, too. I mean, at the end of the day, it sounds good, right? Canes on top. Then he said UCF going to be better than I was like, I don't know about that. So, you got to take the bitter with the sweet. I mean, he's a guy that's obviously been around the game for a long time. And so, I guess he has an expert opinion, quote unquote. But it's still just an opinion. I'm good with it because we came out on top. But it wouldn't even ruffle my feathers if the Gators would have been, the one at the top. I know we make
the top of what, his opinion?
No, his opinion, right? That's what I'm saying. It's just his opinion regardless. That's what I'm saying. Really didn't matter. His opinion don't matter no more than my opinion. We all got them.
All of us just got opinions.
Most of them stink.
But some of them just conveniently use this demographic just to get some engagement real quick.
Yeah, well, because it's just like when Zenit said there wasn't no way we was getting Mario Cristobal, right? Oh, everybody like to man, I got tagged in this and that and send this tweet. And so you gonna argue against Matt Zenit? Yeah, I am. Because guess what? He just has an opinion. Then what do you do? Turn around, ate crow, like a grown man should when you're wrong. Ain't no problem with that. I do the same thing. That's what y'all call lies. I call bold predictions. And I did it, and I'll come back and apologize for it. Sorry about calling us getting 5 draft picks, bro.
Bold predictions.
I had them late.
That 5 was egregious.
Yeah,
off.
Yeah, King being
drafted. Way off. I thought at least 3 though. I still think
5 was crazy.
We had
I ain't gonna get back into it deep, but I still think Ramble and even you know what? You the one sold me on Bolden, motherfucker. I was the one like,
you always
you did.
I bet
y'all
lie so good. Y'all lie so good
about
these players all these years, right?
No, I always
believe y'all bullshit.
Yeah, that's why
I said
that's all. Like, well, damn. They said Bubba Bolden was coming over from the West Coast. He's like, baby Sean Taylor, he bringing this shit back. They back again. So I figured, damn, he got to get drafted. You know what I'm saying?
He regressed to me.
I was like 2 a.m. Y'all was on West Coast time for like a week about this recruitment, this transfer.
I mean, I like Bubba. I still think he's a good athlete. I just didn't think he gets drafted because, he seemed like he regressed. Now, according to him, he was playing through an injury the entire time. So, I mean, now we got to see if he's fully healed and he can get out there and instead of regressing, take it to the next level in progress. So, I mean, he's a name, too, that I would kind of keep an eye on.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the league. He's gonna be in the league a little well. Special teams and all that. He's athletic enough to make special teams. Another thing we need to talk about what you just said. Bubba Bolden playing through injuries. Justin Ross didn't even get there was one point everybody thought he was gonna be a first-round draft pick.
Yeah.
Played his career, but he didn't get drafted. And free agency got a little weird for him a little bit there.
Yeah. Supposedly, I think Justin. CJ Maiden know a little boy.
Yeah,
I heard something about a back thing with him.
Yeah, it was talks, man, that Justin shouldn't be medically cleared to play at all, period, after that situation. It was that bad.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, we all know what Justin Ross did to Alabama in that national championship game. We just knew the type of talent he was. We feel like, when this time comes, he'll be the first receiver off the board easily, and then that situation happened. So yeah, it was, and it's still really unclear if he's going to be fully good to go. But for him to miss that whole year and then to come back that quick for Clemson is wild to me, because we're talking about over a year later from being reinstated back at Clemson and whatnot, medical evaluation saying that he probably shouldn't have been cleared, period. So imagine how it looked back then, man. So and clearly we didn't see the same Justin Ross that we was accustomed to this past season prior to the injury. So yeah, that's just a crazy situation.
That's why these boys gotta get paid, bro. Like they got, you just don't know when like your prime is and when like an injury. Because I mean, hopefully he bounced back to like previous form and he have a great career, right?
Right.
But if he don't, like sometimes they don't, bro. And he should be able to make whatever few $100,000, millions, or whatever he could.
Strike while the iron hot.
While the iron's
capitalize
hot,
on that moment.
And one thing I will say, man, Dabo is good with taking care of his guys. Like he's very good with taking care of his guys when that time comes when they want to get into coaching or do something within the university. So push come to shove, if it does come in, I'm pretty sure he'll be taken care of down the line by taken care of down D line by Clemson.
Already. What's we got, man? That's all we got right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Out of Big Three talk, man, I'm gonna go ahead and what is this? Projecting the season top 25.
Yeah, I don't care about this shit.
Yeah,
who is this?
Is that 247?
Oh, somebody trying to get us to argue. Who is this?
247. Yeah, the only team on this list is from us is
Miami at 19.
Miami at 19. Yeah.
They got Utah at 8.
I can see that.
People think highly of Utah. It's gonna be crazy.
Utah coming to handle what they got to do.
You see how they push around Mario ass twice? That's why.
This ain't that Mario. We need to talk about that.
Mario.
Mario draft was so goddamn raggedy.
They only had one guy. Mario
draft was raggedy out on the West Coast. He ain't been doing shit since when he was out there, bro. He's a perfect. Like when they say it was a good culture fit down in Miami, it's perfect. Because his draft was just as terrible as Miami shit.
That's mean spirited.
Well,
I don't think you need to say nothing like that.
He only had Tibbs go, right?
That's it.
I mean, I don't. Who else?
Who would have went first
round? I don't know Oregon.
But I'm just saying, just from a winning team. I'm just saying from a winning team, you would think, because they won some games this year. You would think from a winning team.
But then when he left, they had a lot of guys transfer out too. So I don't, I'd have to look at their roster.
If they was good enough, they would have.
I'll let everybody know right now. There's no way I'm going to look at Oregon's roster. So.
No, don't go look at it. I'm just saying they didn't have nothing drafted. Shout out my man Billy did what he had to do. Billy had more draft picks than them people, man.
Shit, everybody did. Cincinnati had like 8.
Yeah, they went crazy.
And what big are they in?
Crazy. The development work.
Exactly, developing talent. Yes.
We do got to talk about Jordan Addison. We talked about him a little bit with Trav. My man is just training with Bryce Young this week. If he goes to Bama too, I told y'all, dog, I'm excited to watch Bama beat shit out of people. I ain't finna get mad. I'm not finna get my hopes up about this season. You know what I'm saying? Transition, baby. Just be better than you two motherfuckers, right?
Hey, how many transfers?
That's my plans for this fucking
measuring stick.
Be better than y'all two and watch Bama beat the shit out of people, dog. Because Bama.
Hey, how many transfer receivers did Bama take this year?
Somebody got a lead, goddamn it.
This would be 3, right? They
That'd
took
be the third, I think.
They took Burton and they took Burton, Pitt, and they possibly taking Addison, right?
Yeah, possibly.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I think
he thought they had them some shit. They thought that shit was over with.
It may
and they took Jomo last year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many Ohio State took in the portal?
That I don't know.
Oh, he throwing shots at Teal. He ain't trying to.
My bad. Go ahead.
Okay, he's trying to take the damn quiz. He ain't giving you the quiz. This is for Teal.
Going on. My bad. I'm tired.
You gonna answer this shit on the timeline.
No. Please don't, Teal.
No. You asked her a question.
Yeah. She's gonna answer. She's gonna have some stats and all kind of old shit. You're fucked up now.
Man, Tia tried to get this receiver coach Jared Judy, Devontae Smith, and Henry Ruggs. How the hell you gonna give this man credit for them when Jared Judy won a Fred Bilenikoff award the year before the man even got there? Like, come on, bro. You can't get that man. These men's grown men and juniors. If you want to give him credit for them, go ahead, fellas.
Hey, she got a job to do. I don't know why she thinks she got to do it. Bama kind of got that thing rolling by itself. But go on, do
Good
you?
at it. You made a good point, CJ. For some reason, when she typed that shit out on Twitter, it's gonna come out a little different. She's gonna make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You don't argue with a woman, man. I'm out of here.
I've been out of here.
Yeah, you right. And that's the answer. You're damn right at that.
So where y'all think he ends up right now, bro? Bama don't into the scene, man. Money is I think is the equivalent. I think it's gonna be the same everywhere. It's if he want to win a natty and be part of the best fucking team ever or some shit, right?
Oh yeah,
now.
man. They go tossed around like crazy because Burton was one of Georgia's was one of the best receivers on Georgia's roster, but he just didn't really produce like that due to the.
Who's got Gibbs?
Yeah. Damn, they did get Gibbs from Georgia Tech.
I'm about to just pull up my popcorn. I ain't missing a Bama game this year, dog. I'm watching
That offense gonna be fun to watch, man.
They beating the shit out of people, man.
That offense. Then you got Will Anderson coming back and just dominating everybody like he did last year.
I don't see it, man.
I ain't watching that shit.
Nah, Bama should be number one coming to this. If they should be number one coming to the season for sure.
I ain't watching none of that shit.
I gotta watch it, man. I like greatness, bro. I don't be hating on that shit, man. You just gotta enjoy
I hate
it.
it. I hate it until I don't. Like that's like me with Tom Brady. You know when I started liking Tom Brady? When I saw him on Instagram. And then I said, you know what, bro? I can't lie. We got the same spirit. Like the way Tom like to take little shots and say little side shit. I'm like, yeah, that'd be me. If I was Tom Brady, I'd do these little
to play that long, though. You got to, right?
So you see the Tom Brady inside you.
No, I didn't say that. I would never say I saw Tom Brady inside me.
You said what you said?
What did you say? Nah, brother. If anything, I saw me inside him. Okay, I got to play.
Oh, you didn't see that either.
I didn't. But if I got to play, I'm just letting you know. You know, I'm just letting you know what it's gonna be. I say just similarities in personality. I know, like when him and Grant was walking out of there and they was playing that we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. I was like, I would have done that shit. So how can I be mad at that dude? I definitely would have done that. But yeah, I'm still hating Bama right now. I'm not ready.
Yeah, they pulled this off, man.
You ain't finna play them people.
They've been surgical.
They ain't
in the
stopping
portal
you
too.
from doing shit. They is not in the way of what you they are not in your reach. They whatever.
Oh yeah, they absolutely are.
No,
in everybody way.
No, they've been surgical in the portal.
Boy,
you got to focus on that
ACC
shit. Like CJ gave you the formula, what you got to focus on. You got to start
out
baby
here
shit.
looking like that Dave Chappelle victim, man.
You see what he going around poaching? That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about in NIL wise? Like, he's
going to get guys.
Nah, he going to get like guys, bro.
Guys.
And then if he didn't pull up like USC right now, going to get guys. Like these boys ain't bullshitting fucking off at all, man.
I don't think
we ain't moving like that, bro. So I'm just like, bro, where we gonna be at in the big scheme of this shit if nothing changes? And if they squeeze this booster shit out, we really gonna be drowning.
I don't know.
We need these boosters.
See, I mean, the thing
that's one thing about the article too. Nobody should be happy about that shit. Like all of us should be like, yo, nah, they need to leave the boosters alone. Boosters just need to get some rules and dial down a little bit. But boosters funds is what we go. If not, you go back to old recruiting and people dropping bags again and trying to do shady business and shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's my take on the article. Like I'm not for what they're trying to do in the article in totality. I think they need to give, of course, some rules around this wild west atmosphere they built with NIL. Right. It was just too crazy, and like we knew some rules on the way. But they don't need to squeeze boosters out of this shit. Like boosters need to be able to participate. They're business people, man, and they're integral in building the science program, the whatever else programs. I don't see no reason they shouldn't be able to do business with athletes.
No, agreed. Yeah, I mean, I knew some. Like I said, foresight was going to be some adjustments. So we'll see. It's going to keep getting maneuvered around. They're going to keep figuring because it's new, so they got to figure out what the mistakes are, where they went wrong. So we'll see some more of that. Hot takes. Yeah, I mean hot takes. I don't want to say hot takes.
Hot takes, man.
Hot takes. I think we got to take. And you for everybody listening, we love y'all calling in for hot takes, but do us a favor. Try to get them in a little bit earlier because they got to get converted. So I seen we got one today that may not make this show. So if you can get them into us like on Tuesdays instead of Wednesdays, it'll just help make sure you make it into the actual show for that week. Because I hate to squeeze you out because it's too late. So just a little heads up. Those got to be converted over so we can play up for y'all. But anyways, Hot Takes is brought to you by the good folks over at Spencer's Jerky.com. He only made to order jerky that starts with a trip to the butcher to source tender steaks specifically for your batch. Marinated 24 hours in freshly crafted marinades using only locally sourced produce and all natural ingredients with no added sugars. 5 staple flavors include original, Old Bay, habanero bourbon, mandarin jalapeno, and lemon pepper. Worldwide shipping available at Spencer'sJerky.com. Use exclusive promo code Big Meat for 10% off your order. You can get it shipped anywhere from. Somebody told me it's their favorite part of the show because they can tell I'm freestyling it, and that's very true. We can get you anywhere from Oxford, Mississippi to, let's make it kind of sexy. Let's go to Dubai. Somebody wants to go there for some reason. I don't, but some people do.
That's a Lane Kiffin flight.
Definitely.
You got to throw the Maldives in one week.
Yeah.
Definitely. Roll that beautiful footage.
Yo, guys, it's Charlie. Came here to give you guys a question. We've seen some egregious takes coming from you guys lately. Larian with Miami with the draft pick. CJ, we all know about his predictions on recruits. So we've had plenty of years of some bad takes. So got to ask, who's given the worst takes of you three on the show? Each of you guys pick who's given the worst take and bring out your favorite take that someone's given that ran it back in history, came back to bite them in the ass. So this could be a funny segment. Run it back, bring back some bad takes people had in the past. So keep killing it. Who had the worst takes and some of your funniest ones on the run back? Thanks.
I don't know one of my worst takes. I guess recently on the show, when I said Jax was coming in locked in and loaded, they had fun with that on the timeline. So
The words of Larry are just a bold prediction, bro.
That's it.
Yeah, bold prediction.
It's a bold prediction. Oh,
But yeah, it'll be Jackson for me, man. I got some spins on the timeline. Shout out to whoever clipped that video too.
I'm definitely the worst.
I was like, this is an easy segment, man. Like, Larry definitely leads and like my dog got a like the bounce back.
That James Cook take too, man.
Nobody spins better.
The James Cook. Yeah. He went
third,
didn't he?
He went second to the Bills.
Second. Okay.
Where did Dalvin go?
Second
to the Vikings. Yeah, early second.
Yeah, he was early second.
So it was funny when Easy sent that in the chat. I thought he was talking about Dalvin. I was like, yeah, I know. I know he went in the second round. I didn't know he was talking about Lil Cook.
Man. Second round.
Congratulations, man. That's good. That's huge.
You lied, man. You even lied about your Georgia players. You lied about your Miami players and your Georgia players.
I had a coach
on the opposite ends of it.
You can't get shit right, bro.
I could have damn sure told y'all Georgia was gonna get.
No, you got Cook.
Yeah, but Cook, I'm a little surprised on Cook. I was a little surprised on Cook. Congrats, man.
That boy had a hell of a final season, man. That wind down, man. He put on a show, bro.
I was gonna say, I'll be honest with you.
That I knew the bloodline thorough. You know what I'm saying? But he showed me some different. You know what I'm saying? Some shit I ain't seen out of him. And I know Georgia's backfield's been loaded, and he got some different looks this year. And he made himself some money.
They use him so many different ways, man. They kind of featured him.
And normally, I actually watch more Georgia games, but I really didn't this year either. So that was just ignorance. So sometimes I'm just gonna shoot from the hip, and sometimes you hit yourself in the toe, baby. It is what it is. I don't, sometimes you plaxico yourself, Pah! I got shot. Who did it? Me. Get me to the hospital.
I'm trying to think of my shit. I've had some terrible takes, man. I had so many terrible takes over the years.
He said over the years. I was like, I ain't
over the years, man. I know I had some.
I can go over this past season. I'm trying to think back to the season. I know I told some lies. Right now, shoot, I think I'm probably telling a lie until I see him do something, man. Bowman, shit, I might be lying about Bowman. I got to see my dog do something. Didn't see a lot of him out of the spring game. Just don't know where he at in that pecking order.
Linger's the starter, right? Is that kind of
Yeah.
locked in now?
Yeah, I think right now, if I had to give out the workload, it'd be Lingard and Johnson. 1A, 1B for top of the workload. I see what Naquan is like when he gets back healthy. Bowman, I don't know. I just gotta see what he bought in. I don't want to get into a whole segment about him, but I'm trying to think more shit he takes. I got off the Emery tape real quick. Once I started hearing behind the scenes what was going on, you can start hearing my backpedaling on early episodes of the Roll. That's why y'all couldn't get me in no shit, because behind the scenes, it was just not that he was doing terribly. I was just hearing that, like, if this team is gonna really do something, we're gonna need AR to be that quarterback. So nobody was slandering him, saying he was terrible. Everybody was just saying, like, this team needs somebody to be a difference maker at the quarterback position, and it's just not Emery. So I just started backing away from that take and just letting things play out, man. So that was the Caravan was a terrible take. I'm gonna say terrible, but it was a bad take. But I transitioned well, like Larry Young does. And I seen it kind of, I was like, I'm not finna be on the wagon. Like, these players, like some of these fans choose us. All right, bro, I just want the team to win, so I'm just vibing. Whoever the guy is at the time, I just go with the vibes, man. I'm not married to a hive or a person, none of that shit. I could change my mind tomorrow.
Damn, Skippy.
That's
the one thing about college football, especially.
The same shit with trash, man. Yeah, whatever. All that shit's out the window.
In college, I mean, that's the one thing that you kind of got to, you got to stick with the logo anyways, because they leave. I mean, that's just the nature of the beast.
Right.
So I just want to see the logo win. Like, whoever to take to get that done, it is what it is, bro. Nothing personal. But I'm the worst. I don't think they want to say it, but they probably got me as the worst.
Yeah, you're the worst, bro.
But,
I think he knew that when he asked. He's the one here, like, say
yeah, I know what he did. Set me up. It's all good. I'm still the best. We got anything else, Harlan?
My dog down. Big 3 roll up. What's happening, dog? Hey, man, look here. I know folk be saying, people be hating on Miami. Folks scared of Miami. I ain't really had no problem. I'm a Gator fan, so I ain't really had no beef with Miami because we don't play y'all enough to really have no beef. But this dude, Twitter fingers, Ruiz, dog, I'm telling you, bruh. I'm telling you. Few years down the road, man, it won't surprise me, man. They catch this dude on trafficking young girls or something. He talk too much, bruh. It's just something going on with him, man. And I'm just telling you, man, these folk in Alabama, Georgia, Central Florida, man, they not going to keep letting him pop off like this online. You know what I mean? He need to chill out, bro. Just handle your business behind the scene. Make moves, dog. But this dude got Twitter fingers, bro. He going to end up just like Meek Mills. But check it out, though. I got another Nature Boy segment for y'all, man. I got 2 questions. A grizzly bear versus a polar bear. Who you got winning that fight? A gray wolf versus a spotted hyena at the same size. Who you got winning that fight? Man, again, y'all boys keep doing what you're doing, man. Hold it down.
Hey, I like that question. I like that.
Man,
I like it too.
A man that understands the segment, man.
Right.
Got his shit off, got his take off, vibe for
ask
a
the
little bit,
question.
and then ask the question afterwards, dog. He really gets the shit. Like, not 3 calls.
Right.
You need 3 of them bitches, bro.
Well.
This is not time, man. Like, I mean, historic moment on the show, bro. I like the well. Call me friend of the show, man. Always gets me riled up, bro. But get y'all shit. Y'all want to do the Grizzlies shit first?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's just his take. I ain't got nothing to say about that unless you want to.
I'm trying to get the man on the show because I'm tired of having to speak.
Yeah, I don't want to talk shit about him no more, bro. You already heard what the hell I had to say about Ruiz, bro. We on the same page, man. That dude is animal shit.
Yeah, so give me
Grizzly
the polar
versus polar.
The polar bear just because they're bigger. Polar bears. A lot of people don't notice polar bears are the biggest bears in the world, so to speak. They're the bears and they're aggressive as hell. real physical like
This
the
nigga
grizzly
prepared
bear.
for the goddamn assignment, ain't it?
Man, this shit should be second nature, bro. I love this shit, man.
Oh, I go prepare. Like, goddamn, I ain't got the
But yeah, people on the timeline, I'm a grizzly bear fanatic. Like I love grizzly bears. I think grizzly bears will fuck up any damn animal on land.
Have you ever
Any
seen
animal
one
on
of them bitches
land.
in person?
Oh, them bitches huge, man.
Oh, you be having bears in your yard. What bears you
Yeah.
having in your yard? and
Black bears, like they
Black
totally
bear,
different,
you gonna
bro.
live there otherwise.
Oh yeah, definitely. We had like grizzlies in our yard. That should be a different story.
Yeah.
But them black
bear,
bears,
you can just go on, get out of here.
right? They'll get to moving. They just want your trash. Them grizzly bears, them bitches get physical, boy. They got attitudes.
Oh
They
no,
move
I
different.
know what grizzlies do. I was
Yeah.
just wondering what kind of bears you had, bro. You
I got the black bears. But yeah, polar, if they were to fight though,
roaches of the wilderness, huh?
right?
They ain't fucking that. It's getting in your trash and shit.
That's all they do, bro. That shit be
Scared and
everywhere.
shit.
But yeah, give me the
Big
give
ass
me-
raccoons.
right, literally big raccoons. But give me the polar bear. I'm taking the polar bear versus the grizzly due to them being bigger, same killer aggressive streak, bigger animal. I take that. As far as the gray wolf and the hyena, if they're the same size, give me the gray wolf because they're more athletic. They can move a little bit better than the hyena. Get to their spots quicker than the hyena. So if they're the same size, I'm taking the gray wolf.
Not like breaking down film.
Right, for real, bro.
Get to the spot quicker.
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
I know
with
he's gonna
grizzly.
take hyena by far. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with grizzly because I always bet on black.
yeah.
I ain't got no telling the tape, man. He might get his ass whooped, man. But it's how I watch fights a lot, man. Be running
Yeah.
man.
I definitely do. I just when I watch fights and I don't know what's going on, I just get racist. Give me the black guy. And you know what's funny? I did that last time, right? And then
I think we all do that.
we was watching like
the black guy get his
celebrity
ass. We go like, God damn.
Yeah, embarrassing.
Yeah.
God,
Right.
let
Turn
me
this
sit
shit off.
down, man.
On the damn towel.
I be cheering for your random ass for no reason.
I did that, right? And the guy won, and then it was time for Jake Paul to fight Nate Robinson,
Oh,
right?
man, that shit was
So I
crazy,
told him,
man.
man, I said, you want a chance to win your money back, bro? I tell you what, I take Jake and you take Nate. He was like, all right, yeah. Nate
Oh,
got
you
his
ain't shit.
ass slept.
my God.
I really didn't know. I really didn't. I was trying to give him a chance to break even.
No, the boy
I
boxing a
didn't
little
know.
bit for real, man.
I did not know that.
What
Like
made
He
Jake
walked
Paul
in there
boxing,
lollygagging. He walked in there lollygagging, man.
Yeah, I realized it was over quick, man. But what's the wolf and the hyena?
Wolf and hyena. I seen some big ass wolves, but he said
Same
same size.
size. Yeah.
I'm just going with
Because
CJ
wolves, I
shit,
think
man. I don't know
wolves
shit
naturally
about
get a
this
little
shit.
bigger than hyenas.
Bro, I seen a wolf one time. I don't know because the internet be fucking with some shit. Well, I seen a wolf. That bitch like 6'7". That shit like Durant height or some crazy shit.
I
man.
see,
wolves
yeah,
get
with them
big.
crazy ass long legs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I kind of wanted to go grizzly, but actually, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna go polar bear on that one
Oh,
because they said they both aggressive, man.
that's how they just sell it to y'all.
I know. I just know.
Nah, they say they polar bears be fucking shit up. They fuck shit up.
Yeah.
There's another one though. It's like the hippo, man. They got that good persona as a damn good guy, but nah, them bitches.
Nah,
Yeah,
hippo
because
is a
of
motherfucker.
Coca-Cola.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But they,
right. Coke made that shit a damn.
Yeah,
Coke
make
made
them.
the polar
Oh,
bear.
okay. Hey, cool.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Try that shit if you want
Some
to.
motherfucker sat there and split a Coke with a bunch of penguins. I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah, all them bitches would have been lunch.
Yeah, you've been drinking blood, but
Right.
and hyena and wolf, same size. Hyena.
Man, give me some hunting shit next time you want to talk about this. Give me some hunting shit, bro. Gotta get into your nature shit.
That hyena bite, man. It's just gonna be too much.
Yeah, you just be dick riding the hyenas, man.
Get out of here
Love
with
them
that. Don't say
damn
nothing like
hyenas,
that.
bro.
Every week, bro. Every time we bring up some shit, you bring up hyenas.
I
man.
ain't bring the hyena. He brought him up. I just answered the question.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I knew you was gonna side with hyenas out the gate, bro. You're a hyena fan. It's all right,
I
cuz.
like wolf. No, I don't like hyenas.
No?
They creepy as shit.
You say you like to laugh at shit.
It's creepy. No, I'm saying like it's like what the fuck is that? Like nah, hyenas scare the shit out of me. I say they the most terrifying animal.
Yeah, that's why
Interesting
you said the
too.
most terrifying.
Yeah, okay.
Because
okay,
they- look
okay.
how they
What's the take?
look,
What's the
bro.
take?
They face kind of look bald and shit, man. Motherfucker be.
I've seen uglier wild dogs in Africa than hyena.
No, they don't get no uglier than that.
Yeah, wild
No,
dogs.
some
Like
African.
a dog.
It's some African wild. No, it's some shit that'll some wild dogs beat the shit out of a hyena, man. It's some wild shit in Africa, bro. But it's some more ugly ass wild dogs.
I'm trying to get over there, man.
Yeah, you just, hey, man, from Oxford to Dubai. You want to do that one first, or you want to go to Africa?
I'll definitely go to Africa first. Definitely. If I go anywhere, I'm going to Africa first. Harlan, hey, quit putting suggestions, bro. We cannot name Dick Ride.
What is wrong with Harlan, man?
Not a possible.
Yeah, pull our shit down like
get the fuck out of here. We got any more hot takes?
Oh shit.
Is that it?
That's it.
Hey, it's me again. This fuck, marry, kill specifically for Larion. Larion, your 3 choices are John Ruiz, Mario Cristobal, or your cat. Thank you.
Who?
Yeah.
I didn't hear the last part.
Or your cat.
Or my cat. Man, this nigga is wild boy, man. Got his nuts. All right, man. So what y'all boys learned today, man? This motherfucker is crazy.
You can't say that shit was funny though.
Now I hit a cat. But not for me. That was hilarious.
Oh,
for me,
God, bro.
it's like, bro, you disturbed, brother. What kind of bro. Don't specify him for me.
Man.
I learned that trap was committed in Michigan, man. I did not know that. For 48 hours, if that.
I learned that Florida State had a no white woman policy.
That damn show was my answer.
Hey, that was news to me too.
No, that shit was crazy. That's hilarious, man. Trap too real.
Say you don't play. That was the craziest thing.
You said the kids that didn't play.
Bro, Xavier Lee was like 5-star. Like, you don't understand, bro. He was like on some people think big shit.
We should have asked him about that to wonder, in his opinion, what went wrong with that situation. I
want to get them boys on. I want to get we gotta reach out to the boys, man.
We killed
we had an hour and 40 minutes, right?
We killed the dude's phone. What I learned, we done kill. That's another phone we done killed. Tell them to go home. Go home and do it.
Florida State players at phone will never be charged.
Right.
They always in these streets wearing Texas A&M gear.
Right.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I learned.
Yo.
Them boys from Texas A&M lovers running.
They some A&M fans.
Them boys loyal to Jimbo, not the logo.
He was chilling so hard, he forgot he had that shit on. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit. I thought he worked for him.
It's another day.
I was like, damn, he got all the former nose over there.
Now Jimbo, a relationship guy, bro. Jimbo, one of them guys, man. You gonna make sure, you know what I'm saying, keep shit going. Relationships, man. Relationships, everything. Yeah.
Yeah, Jimbo a solid dude, though. No lie. All jokes aside, he's a solid dude, man. I probably mentioned this, but way back then, man. With never forget when he gave me the opportunity to do pro day at FSU, man. Real solid dude.
That's what's up.
That's what's up. Real rap.
All right, man. Y'all got any tunes, local tunes ready? I can play something on the way out, man. If y'all got nothing ready. If y'all got something.
I ain't got nothing this week.
Nah, I gotta start getting on that.
No, that's all good, man. We
I had something for next week for sure.
We're just gonna go with the man. Let me see which one I want to go with. Indecisive as hell right here. But
this is good podcasting.
This is great podcasting.
The best part right here.
15th floor, man. One wheel. I'm going my man out of Tallahassee, man. One wheel, 15th floor, real Kush vibes.
Shout out to the 850.
Already.
Get y'all shirts.
Yeah, man. Go check out Area Code merch, man.
Yeah, Area Code merch, man. Different colors, different. Go up to the 3X. Somebody asked about big boy sizes. Of course, yep. I got to get a shirt, so it's got to go up to that.
Yeah, man.
Right.
We got to get TJ.
And for Miami,
we need to have our shit on next show. Like,
yeah, we got to.
TJ. We got to have our shit on next show.
And yeah, for Miami, FSU, and UF, if you want a 20% discount, use promo code CJ20 for all three.
Yeah, y'all know the vibes, man. Larry 20, man. We got Georgia too. We got Georgia. We got UVA. Yeah. Check it out, man. So
if you got an area code that ain't on there, man, holler at us. I think we dropping 904s. I think we're gonna do a FAMU 850 as well.
Yeah, definitely do that. That'll kick too.
We're gonna throw that on there. We're gonna mix up some different area codes. So if you got an area code, I think we're doing 863, 813 on the way, 954. Those are the requests that we got already. So and 561, of course, I got it on deck. Holler at us, man. It's a roll up.